Niners! Woo, man. Time again to face somebody worth facing that you can brag about after you beat that butt. Fam, this is the Niners. I'm serious. I'm just kidding. This is the biggest challenge of the season. 49ers versus Ravens, Week 16 preview. You make the call. Oh, man, nerves are killing me. Fam, the Niners versus Ravens game in this Week 16 happens to match up the current best of the NFC versus the AFC. That's the absolute truth. There's no arguing it. There's nothing. They are. That's all there is to it. And everybody, and you know what's so funny? Not only us. We're not the only ones saying that now. People all over the league are calling 49ers the best team in the league. When was the last time? It just doesn't happen. Even when we're doing well, people don't say good things about us. Oh, I got to tell you something what Mike Royal said. Wait, let me just go through this real quick. Oh, while this contest may be a Super Bowl preview, the event will also be pivotal for both teams regarding playoff seeding. You don't want to fall down. The Eagles are sitting there chomping at the bit. The Cowboys can't wait to get back in it. They're all going to be on the road again singing Willie Nelson songs. That's where we want them to stay. And there's another reason for the 49ers not to end up on the road this year. Other things we're going to talk about right now. The Niners have won 6 in a row. The Ravens have won 4 in a row. San Francisco is the favorite. Currently, it's a 5-point spread. You know what that really means? It means 8. Does Vegas, in their calculations and their machines and everything, think the 49ers are going to blow these teams out like we did the Cowboys as well as the Eagles? Now, the expected point total for the matchup is 47. 3 weeks remaining on the NFL 23 season in the stretch. Run period of only the strongest will survive. It's come into play. Go to the phones for your 49ers versus Ravens predictions. Info right down the base of the screen. Yeah, phone number, PIN number, everything's in the instructions as well. I mean, in the description as well. All right? Get in here, fam. Get in here. Fam, 49ers versus Ravens. Now, here's the thing, fam. The injury report is always the thing with us. It's not about do the 49ers have a team good enough. It's who's available to play. Jennings, Armstead, still sidelined. Hargrave is the good news. He comes back. Jawan Jennings remains in the concussion protocol and misses second consecutive practice. That's not a good sign. Because, I got to tell you right now, man, if Ronnie Bell comes out, Ronnie, man, you got to stop freaking me out, man. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. When asked about asked about Jennings yesterday, Coach Shanahan didn't wish to provide any information other than he's in protocol. Shanahan has to know by now, when you talk like that, we automatically assume things that you're not saying. You've been doing that for a long time. Javon Hargrave will return practice after missing last weekend's game, though, against the Cards. Good. Thank you for that good news. 49ers defensive front having to deal with Lamar Jackson on Monday night. I need him, because, we just lost Khalil Davis. He's going to be out for a while. It was not bad. He'll be okay as far as a rotational piece. DC Steve Wilkes said of Hargrave's status, quote, definitely encouraged, but it's still a wait-and-see kind of thing, but I'm definitely encouraged by what I saw today. Elijah Mitchell returned to practice after being inactive for the last 2 games due to knee injury. This is his. That's what it's going to be with him. Would you let him play this week? They brought McNichols up. Okay, fam, I got to figure Jordan Mason's not blocking like they want him to, and TDP just won't block. Period. I guess they don't even dress him out anymore. Because there's no other reason why to keep Jordan Mason on the bench as much as they do. I understand McCaffrey is the premier running back in the NFL, but still, you can give him a little more rest than you're giving him. So Shanahan doesn't, I'm just guessing. But still missing Eric Armstead, of course. He's struggling with a foot and knee injury. Ross Dwelly, linebacker Owen Burks also continued to miss practice. Shanahan joined Bay Area radio station KMR earlier today and said, Armstead's a little bit more of a long shot, but we're going to wait and see, unquote. Would you bring Armstead back this weekend? See, because I'm not sure if I want... He needs to heal all the way up, because if he comes back out there and expands upon whatever injuries he's got, that puts him out right into the playoffs, doesn't it? Today's practice participation reports provided. 49ers communication staff also included limited participation practice. New guard we got, Ben Barch. He's got a finger issue going on. And also Cleveland Farrell, I'm sorry. He was limited. But full participation, that's good news. Guard Spencer Burford's back. Now, here's the thing. Are you torn? I think they're going to rotate him and, what's his name? Feliciano? What's his name? God. I think he's going to be Feliciano. Is it Feliciano? Anyway, I want him in there. And then Burford's going to probably rotate with him. Debo's okay. He's full participant today. I don't care what anybody says about Diablo Lenore. I love his style. He kid plays well. Baltimore Ravens practice. Did not practice today. Jalen Armour Davis, he's got a concussion. Cornerback Arthur Mollett, knee. Full participation in practice. Odell Beckham Jr., he was sick with something apparently. Zay Flowers. I know, right? Those are two good receivers, aren't they? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Ronnie Stanley, one of the best tackles in the game, fam. He'll be ready. Marcus Williams, safety. I mean, you know what, though? Did you check out what Mike Florio said today? I was starting to feel it. You know, Florio quoted, as long as the key players are healthy, they're going to kick the expletive out of everybody they face. The 49ers kicked the expletive out of the Ravens on Monday night. I'm sorry. I know that's disrespectful to the Ravens, but let's be realistic. They got to fly across the country on Christmas night, and the 49ers are waiting. And the 49ers are going to dismantle the Ravens, unquote. Whoa, Florio! Fam, I got to tell you, though. And I think I don't know if you felt the same. A lot of people were confident about the Cowboys, the Ravens, the Jaguars. They were all flying higher than a Georgia pine, each and every one of them. And we just beat the hell out of every last one of them, right? Okay, here come the Ravens, right? Same story. I told you that the 49ers have turned into a money team. I agree with Florio. I honestly do. I've been scared. I've been worried. Lamar Jackson freaks me out. But I think it's going to be that way, too. Offense, fam, for this reason, on the ground, Christian McCaffrey averages 5.3 yards per attempt, fourth in the NFL, 92.3 yards per game, 1,292 total rushing yards, first in the NFL. Weapon one. He scored 13 rushing touchdowns this season. McCaffrey's been targeted 68 times in the passing game. He's pulled that puppy down 57 times, 4.1 per game for 509 yards, 36.4 per game, and 7 TDs. He is a bad mofo. He is the baddest in the game. Brock Purdy, 3,795 yards. He's got 3 weeks to go to get to 4,000 yards. Are you serious right now? Second in the NFL, 29 touchdowns, first in the NFL, and 7 interceptions this year. He has completed 69.8% of his games, averaging 371.1 yards per game at 9.9 per attempt. Forget about the dink and dunk a label. It is BS. Brady will air you out in a heartbeat. He's rushed for 138 yards, fifth on the 49ers, and added 2 TDs on the ground while averaging 9.9 rushing yards per game. Brock Debo Samuel. Mr. Samuel's baby boy has 6 touchdowns catches this season and has 49 receptions for 787 yards on 69 targets, while averaging 4.1 catches and 65.6 yards per game. Brandon Ayuk. It's ridiculous. 59 catches for 1,009 yards with ninth in the NFL, 6 touchdowns. He was targeted 86 times in the air attack and averages 4.5 receptions and 83.8 yards and through 13 games played. I didn't even say anything about George Kittle. Florian mentions key players. There were the key players, and you add George and Juice. It has a rhyme to it, George and Juice. But those are the guys that are putting out the most output. Defense, Fred Warner, 2.5 sacks to go with 5.0 TFLs. Thrown for a friggin' loss. 116 tackles and 4 INTs in 2023. Nick Bosa, 46 tackles, 11. Thrown for a friggin' loss. 10.5 sacks and 3 passes defended this season. Dre Greenlaw has put up 1.5 sacks in additional to his 5. Thrown for a friggin' loss and 98 tackles. This season, Tavares Ward has 60 tackles, 1 TFL, and 4 interceptions. He's coming around, fam. That jugs machine is working for him. Sam Darnold is helping him out. He's looking good. Last week he put on a show. I mean, he didn't put on a show. More food for thought, fam. San Francisco has 8-6-0 against the spread this year. Now, they didn't. Those 6 games they lost, those 6 games they didn't cover the spread. That 3-game skid screwed everything up. Do you realize that they've done what they were supposed to do? Well, against the spread, that probably wouldn't have made a difference because we would have barely won those games. 49ers have been favored by 5 points or more 9 times this season. Cover the spread. I'm sorry, I say 5 times. And cover the spread 4 of those times. See what I'm saying? If they get those, if the 49ers are given these huge spreads, they usually take care of that. San Francisco combined with his opponent to go over a point total of 50% of his contests this year. 7 times over 14 games in the set point total. When playing as your money line, if you're into that, the 49ers have won 78.6% of the time, 11-3. 49ers 29, Ravens 20 for me. Now, the Ravens have a decent defense, and you cannot disrespect them. They are going to be tough, no doubt about it. But to stop the red goal machine, not going to happen. This is not going to happen. I am, though, fam, I am worried about stopping the run game. That's why I gave him 20 points. It may get 21. Fam, I was checking out Lombardi. He's right. Fatigue. The 49ers, they get tired. And apparently they have to stop for at least a week. Remember after the bye week, the Niners flew to Jacksonville to take on a 5-game winning streak Jags. 49ers ran in and held a clinic. Ran the Jags out of their own damned house. 34-3 beatdown. They were fresh and they were feeling good. They couldn't wait to play football. Poor the Jags were at the other end of that. I wish it had been the Jags. I mean, I wish it would have been. If it just could have been. That would have been a good time to play Lamar Jackson and company. That's why it is impertinent that the Rams, 49ers do win this and get into the number 1 seed for the Super Bowl. The run game, fam, I'm a little concerned about that. Keaton Mitchell is out. That's that running back that was tearing people up before he got hurt. He is out for 238 pounds of a dude named Gus Edwards. That's a house running down the street, fam. 49ers got to deal with that at a time when they're not doing real good with the tackling. Coach Wilkes did emphasize in his interview that they have seriously looked at that this week, and maybe we'll see something we might appreciate this week or this Sunday. Ravens may be thinking about bringing Melvin Gordon up to replace Mitchell, though, which would make sense, I don't know if I'm going to stop worried about the 49ers losing this game because, I worried about the Cowboys. I worried about the Eagles. I was worried about the Jags. I was worried about the Jags. And the 49ers handed them their, they just beat them up. So I'm done worrying, fam. This team is Super Bowl bound, period. And when they get there, Lord have mercy on those who are there to try to stop them. Hey, Michael.
How's your night going, buddy?
Michael, it's going
good.
Hey,
how's your night going, buddy?
Michael,
Michael,
your reception is a little different. Are you in a different place?
How about now? Can you hear me now? about that remote. Okay?
if you're using, don't be on speaker. Are you on speaker?
No, I'm Bluetooth.
Ah, Michael, if you can't get into your mouthpiece on the phone, for some reason,
Hold on, buddy.
remote devices don't work very well.
Bluetooth. I'm surprised. This is the first time. Hold on.
Nah, it's the system I use, I think.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah, hey, you're okay now. I feel great, man. I've stopped worrying about. I'm not worried about that. I don't want to worry about the Ravens.
I'm not worried about it. No. I'm the only thing I'm just gonna be laying in bed watching the game because I had the same thing that. Remember how Alex Smith broke his leg?
Whoa, what do you tell?
Remember the football?
Don't
That
tell
happened
me.
to me playing football.
Oh no!
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Smith it like I felt like Alex Smith. I couldn't get up. Oh my God.
he's been playing
I
pretty
said to
hard.
myself, oh man, if that was NFL, I'm done. I said, I hope that doesn't happen to Purdy. Then what did happen? No, it snapped bad, like the bone popped out.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. I saw the bone, like you could see it. I was like, yeah. One of the girls passed out when she saw it.
Oh,
Yeah. I said, yeah.
That must have been really.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
what did that feel like?
I was playing a scrimmage game with these. I was playing a scrimmage kids. I was playing a scrimmage game, with these high school kids, and then thought maybe I could take a shot, and then boom. Yep. Police got caught.
Did you?
But
How did that feel? I mean, because I always wondered what Smith felt like.
It
I always
felt
wondered what that
bad.
kind of injury
Bad.
feels
No,
like. Did it
bad.
go numb on you right away or what?
I couldn't feel anything.
Oh.
I thought I was going to lose that leg. You know what I mean? I thought I was going to lose it because remember, they're not big legs; they're skinny legs. I thought I was going to rip that whole leg right off. The whole
Well, listen. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Niners game anyway. I'm nervous about Monday, but you know what? I have faith in these guys. Even if they bring in Melvin Gordon, the ex-Chargers running back, I don't care. They can bring anybody up. We're still going to stop them. They can bring Refrigerator Perry up if they want out of retirement.
They've got a good linebacking crew that is a lot like ours. Not quite, but they're
and I'm praying for Danny DeVito and Tommy DeVito to beat the Eagles. That's what I'm praying for. That Italian Paisano. If he can beat the Eagles, I'll be blessed for Christmas.
Him and Taylor Swift are getting the most news in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But you know what?
Taylor Swift. She was. Yep. I heard NFL. I heard one of the guys. I found out one of the guys. Remember the guy who's not going to be doing the playoffs, the broadcaster, Michael? They found out because he said something about Taylor Swift. That the camera's always focused on her, not the game.
They are. That's why
he's not going to do the playoffs.
Oh, he complained.
Al Michael's guy. Yeah, that's why he's not doing it because he said something about Taylor Swift. I said, I don't blame him. Yep, that they're mostly focusing on her, not the game. They need to focus on the players in the game. That's what. Yeah.
Al Michaels,
I don't blame him.
The guy that's been around the NFL forever. The league said you're going to have to take a break. They didn't. They just suspended him, maybe, right? He'll just be out for a while.
I was mad about that. I said they should.
Well, I am too.
This is not a Taylor Swift concert. It's an NFL Sunday or Monday. When we play NFL, it's supposed to be the players, not Taylor Swift. We'll worry about her on the side when she has her concert when there's no games. But we got a game going. You know what I mean? I don't blame Al Michaels. No, I don't blame him.
No, he speaks for a lot of us.
And I just can't wait.
Yeah, okay.
Get the last bird. We get that last bird. That's the main thing. You got to get that last bird. You get that last bird, like the Angry Bird. We get that last bird. We can beat them, and we got all the birds hunted.
And the home field advantage is the Baltimore Ravens are the last obstacle.
And I can't believe the Rams almost. And I was playing for the Saints too, but they blew it. They lost to the Rams. I wanted the Saints to beat the Rams.
Oh yeah. Don't concern yourself with the Rams. The Rams are
I'm not worried about
right now. I'm good for the Rams. All right.
I think if we win Monday and next week, I think we're going to rest our guys against the Rams. I think we are.
That would have been nice, though.
We're not. No, I think we are. We're going to rest them because we're not going to take a chance, Ronbo, because you don't want to go in like the last game and then you kill half of the guys. Yes, you get a bye, but you want to rest those guys knowing that they're healthy the last game into the bye, so when we have to play after the bye, we'll be 100% healthy. Not,
Well, yeah,
I
that's a
think
given.
I think Darnold's
Yeah, that's a
and
given,
Darnold's going
Michael.
to be gone after next year.
Michael,
Yeah,
here's the
Darnold's going to
problem.
be gone next year.
Yeah, I heard
Mm-hmm.
it. But listen, Michael, here's the thing. You
Yeah.
got to stop the Rams from getting in the playoffs. We owe them that much. You know what? The Rams can win two
Yeah,
more
we
games. They
stop
can
him.
actually make it to the playoffs. So you want to knock them out because payback is going to be a
I
bitch.
mean, if our backups could do it, that'd be great. But I mean, our backups got to do something. You know what I mean? We got to let some guys. Some guys we
No,
overwork, like TMC. We're overworking TMC too much. I think if
well, they could take out some guys, but
but
that's
yeah,
all
like you said, we got to stop the Rams. We got to stop the Rams and the Sea Chickens and make sure they don't enter the playoffs. We got to stop those two. We got to
right.
be the only NFC team to make it.
We owe them that
West.
much. Michael, give me your score. We're gonna go. You lay back and let that
I
leg heal
say
up.
I say the 49ers. I say the 49ers will score 42. Baltimore 27. 42-27.
That seemed to be our
They're gonna hit
thing
a
now.
42. Like you
Yeah,
said.
we like to be teams.
They're gonna hit the 42 again. They're gonna do the 42 because they're always doing 42 on big headed. The Cowboys and Eagles. Let's do them on the Ravens.
Okay, Mike, kick back,
Yeah.
relax.
All right. Have a good Merry
Oh,
Christmas
that
to you
leg
and your
gets
family.
better.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Yeah.
Sunday.
Well, definitely. Everybody at Cornell have a good Merry Christmas and good luck Monday. You too, Rob. Have a good Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas, fam. Aaron.
Ronbo.
Aaron, it's I don't know how you're feeling about the Ravens. The Ravens are a respectable team. You got to respect that. Their assembly of talent is really good. They're 11-3, just like we are. However, every team we've played this year that's supposed to be bad, the 49ers seem to get up for them more than they did the teams in a week. So I figure you get a 49er team that's fully motivated, it can be dangerous. What do you think is going to happen here?
Yeah, first of all, I mean, I respect the Ravens too. They have a good linebacker crew in Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen. Their safety are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Got a good pass
So
rush. They got Jadeveon Clowney over there helping with them. They're good. They're good.
yeah, they all right. In their offense, Lamar Jackson. What's the wide receiver name? Say Flowers.
Zay Flowers, OBJ. Yeah.
So yeah, they gon' they gonna come out to play, but I just think we're like our offense is just too good. We got CMC, Debo, IU, Kittle, like you name it. So yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah. Also, can Kyle Shanahan, do you see any DC in the league? We've watched Kyle Shanahan do strange things to teams all season. You remember that was 2019 where guys were running wide open all the time? Kyle seems to have gotten back into that fold. Michael McDaniel's been gone for a year. All of a sudden, we're seeing wide receivers and people wide open all game long. Now, is there a coach in the league that you actually think could out-coach Kyle Shanahan? Because I'm thinking, what do you think?
I mean, you know what, Robo? To be honest, I really don't know if any DC can now coach Kyle Shanahan. Well, besides the Cleveland game in Game 6, Week
Yeah.
6, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That guy's
you
always had
never know,
talent,
though.
too. Yeah. No, you do. Because other than that Cleveland coach, who's actually had Kyle's number for years for some reason, he's the outlier. Normally, DCs come in and they fall right into Kyle Shanahan's hands. They do exactly what he anticipates, and he's already got the antidote. So, even Dan Quinn, which really it really freaks me out because him and Dan Quinn worked together for a while. So, how does Quinn not know how to deal with Shanahan? So, yeah, that's the thing now. There really isn't a DC in the league that can actually stop Shanahan. And now the Kyle's got guys that can execute everything he says perfectly, almost. That makes us invincible.
Yeah, and but yeah, I just think our offense is just too high power to stop it.
Yeah. Too talented. Too many Pro Bowlers. Ah,
And also,
too
yeah,
polished.
and also I like
Too exact.
yeah, yeah, I also like John Feliciano at right guard because he's been playing well.
Tell you, I I like Burford, but I'm not taking Feliciano out. I agree with that. Burford, maybe I rotate him in here and there to give Feliciano a rest. But Feliciano's a beast. Oh, okay, I think I like him a lot now. He's even better than
Yeah,
Brunskill. Brunskill was pretty good.
yeah he's big too.
Yeah. So
But
yeah, Feliciano is huge. He's bigger than I thought. Yeah, and can move.
oh yeah, but yeah. So my score prediction is like it'll be like 27-20 Niners win.
Yeah, we're thinking the same way. I got 28.
Oh,
You got 20? I got
yeah,
21. We're close. Okay, let's see how
yeah.
these numbers go the rest of the night. We've already got Michael's got a blowout. He's the only one so far. All right, so
Oh wow. I mean, well, you never know though.
no, I mean, yeah, that's the way the NFL is. That's all over the league. You never know. Weird things happen. We should have never lost to Cleveland, Minnesota. I I do give the Cincinnati team is good. The Bengals are tough. They really are. So,
Yeah.
but anyway,
So
20. So I got you 28-20, right?
no, it's 27-20.
27-20. Okay. All right, tell you what, Aaron, I'm going to be
Yeah.
back after the game Sunday. Let's talk about what's happening during the course of the day. How's that going to impact the 49ers? And laugh at teams that we love to pick on. All right. I'll see you Sunday, Aaron.
All right, Ronbo. Bang bang, another game.
Yeah. Good night, Aaron. Matty, yes. Let's go on up to Oregon. Uber X Overload.
Yeah, bro.
Matty.
What's up,
How you doing,
buddy?
man? Hey, man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. The more I think about it, I don't know why. I worry because, it's embarrassing to lose these days with the team we got. But the more I think about it, the 49ers don't have any business losing that game. Forio's right, and I never agree with him.
No.
They're going to fly all the way from the East Coast on
Yeah.
Christmas Day and come in and beat the 49ers up? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man. I'm more worried about the Rams,
How come?
even though I hate them.
Yeah.
Obviously hate them. Yeah. That's, because obviously we have 3 regular season games left, and I'm not worried about the Commanders at all, even though we have to go there.
You're actually concerned
But
about the Rams?
Whatever.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp, he's always a badass. And then Puka, whatever his name is,
Nakua?
he's pretty good.
They're running.
Stafford's a good quarterback.
That Karen running back, not bad.
No. So that's the one I would worry about. Not saying we'll lose it. I'm just saying that's the one out of those 3 that scares me the most.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They actually are the best team that we're going to play other than the one we're playing this Monday. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, we've already beat them, but we didn't beat them by a ton.
Oh, but you know what?
And now we have to go down there.
They kind of
But it is SoFi South. It is Levi South.
Wait a minute. We played them in SoFi already.
No, we go to them.
The first one was a home game?
Yeah, the first one was a home game. I didn't think it was, but yeah, we go to them.
Yeah, well, that doesn't seem
I'll
to
double check.
That doesn't bother the 49ers any.
No. Not at all.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny?
No, I'm wrong. They come to us. I apologize. They come to us.
Hey, you know what's so funny, though? Manny, the funny thing is they're playing 49er-style football now. Did you notice that? They finally stopped overthrowing the ball and use the run game. Now they could be a little better now. Maybe.
You know who probably watches more who probably watches more 49er tape than the 49ers is probably Sean McVay. He's so jealous of what's going on in San Francisco.
Wouldn't you be? I mean, he's beaten the 49ers once, and granted, it was the right once to win. But you've beaten them once in 6 years. How embarrassing is that? That's as bad as us in the Seahawks.
Yeah, and he gets so close. Oh, yeah, I'd be embarrassed. So I think we live rent-free in his head all year long.
49ers still have way too much talent for them to try to stop. Defensively, they cannot stop the 49ers offense. There's just no way. As far as the 49ers stopping their offense, maybe it might be a bit of a challenge. But if they want to get into a shootout, the 49ers can reach that. They can't stop the 49ers offense. That's what we can look at nowadays as opposed to what we can look back in the past. You can't stop the 49ers offense.
Yeah, no, and I don't think we're going to start slow this time. I think we're going to come out like a shot, and I think we're going to go up 14-0 right away.
No, you're talking about against the
Ravens.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Yes,
we spot teams nowadays. We spot them and then steamroll them. That's the mark of a very scary team.
Yeah, I know. I think the more I think about this game this weekend, I'm not as worried as I was before. Now, it would be nice if Armstead were healthy and Hargrave were healthy. I'm not sure what the status of them are. It looked like Armstead didn't practice today.
Hargrave did. Hargrave's back. Coach is
just
not sure. Yeah, he's not sure if he's going to stay that way. I mean, he worked out today, so he could be available.
Good. That's nice.
But,
so I don't. Yeah, I think we got this one. I think obviously got to worry about Lamar, but I think obviously we've got the talent to make sure that doesn't happen. So he's going to slip out of the pocket every now and again. Anyways, it's just you can't stop him every time. He's going to get one or two on you.
Well, Jalen Hurts, the same thing. It's so funny though. Lamar Jackson's better than Jalen Hurts.
I think so.
Which is kind of worrying.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, you got to worry about him a little bit. You can't take him for granted. You can't. It's never a give me with that guy.
His passing's improved too.
I just think we're a better 11-3 team than they are.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it too. When the 49ers feel like playing, there really exists no team that can actually beat them right now. But if they come out there and have the kind of mistakes they made against the Cardinals, if they play anything near as sloppy as they played the Cardinals, they will lose. But
they will lose. You're right. Yeah. I agree.
But they seem to focus more when they're playing a good team. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's almost like we come in there just expecting to win a little bit, even though they say they don't. It's always in the back of their head.
Yeah. It's like they're not.
They're
we heard you guys are supposed to be good, huh? All right, let's play.
Exactly.
And then they go to work on you. I mean, because I counted the teams. They were supposed to be really good. I mean, you go back. The Cowboys were supposed to. I was scared of the Cowboys too. I didn't want to say anything. And the Eagles, petrified. Beat the hell out of both of them, right? We get to the Jaguars, and I say, oh, man, we're having to fly the East Coast. Jags are hot. Uh-oh. Yeah. Ran them out of their own house. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm done. 49ers are strange.
Everybody had the Jags that weekend, too. Everybody said the Jags are going to win that game because we were coming off a 3-game slide. I'm like, no. No, this we're going to go dominate. Yeah, not even.
Give me a score, though. We got to pull up. What do you got?
Oh, yeah, I thought about it, and I'm going to have to give it a solid. I think it looks like for me it's going to be a 35-24 Niners.
Mm-hmm. See, that's you and me both.
They're going to score some touchdowns. They just do.
Yeah, they do. They will. They're going to score. No doubt. There's not going to be a shutout, but still.
No,
right.
Not at all. And if it is, it'll be even better.
Yeah.
That'll just prove the MVP race right there, won't it?
Ooh, yes. And this game is going to do that anyway. Better we're going to go because we came in late.
Yeah.
Tell you what I'm going to do.
All right, brother.
Merry Christmas. I'll see you Sunday, all right?
You too. Merry Christmas, buddy. Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat, but not Jim, not Texas boy. If you're not a 49er fan, eat a dick. Get out of here. To everybody else, Merry Christmas.
Good night, Matty.
Good night, buddy.
Oh, God. It's Sharon and Mom. Sharon.
Hey, Ronbo.
Well, Sharon, you know, how
Oh,
you
come
feeling about
on,
this game?
Warriors.
Are the Warriors getting beat? The Warriors are having their time. This is
No,
not
it's 63-63. Mom's at the game right now. I'm trying to find her.
63-62. That's too close. I,
No,
anyway.
it's 63-63. It's tied up right now.
Oh, those kind of games.
Oh, now it's 65-63. We're ahead of them now. But anyway, yeah, Mom went to the game tonight.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Sharon. Okay, here's that game, and if it follows suit, we really have no concerns. If it doesn't,
Right.
our concerns are huge because every time, if you're a good team and you come in there with a record like the 49ers, anywhere near the 49ers, they seem to take that real seriously. So
They do. They focus more.
what do you
They're
expect?
like in that zone because they know how good of a team that they're playing, and they don't want to lose it.
Yeah, they've been doing that
They
this
make
year.
adjustments at halftime, and they come back and they come out dominating.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So, like Matt Boyle said, Niners are just going to roll through on everybody.
He had no hesitation. Well, he's right about
I
that.
heard
having
him. I
talent
was
skills, too.
listening to him earlier, and I agree. No one can stop the Niners.
Not when they don't want to be stopped. That's just it. When they take a
Right.
team seriously, that's bad for
The
them.
Niners got too much that they want to prove and go to the Super Bowl and pick up where they left off and win it. So that's where their mind frame is.
Well, the stats say we're kind of even up.
What do you think about the new guy that they signed?
Who signed? 49ers?
The Niners.
Who is that?
Taylor, what's his last? Taylor Stallworth. I think he's a defensive lineman or defensive tackle, but the Niners signed him.
Didn't we pick him up a few days ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I didn't really think much of him. I thought I read something about his history.
Yeah.
I did read about somebody that's pretty good, but he's up there in age.
Yeah, he is.
The 49ers are always going to stack depth. And, because we can't afford to lose. We can't afford to lose anybody else on the. Khalil Davis has got an ankle sprain. He's been dying to get out there, and he got out there and got hurt right away.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be all right. We got this.
Yeah, I'm not.
I
There's
ain't
not with
scared
this
of
team.
nobody. It just makes me nervous in the beginning, but when they relax and calm down, I'm all right.
Yeah, when the 49ers play
They
average
just
to
make me
mediocre
sweat
teams.
bullets and bite my nails and everything else.
Yeah, and then a big time team. Oh, look out now! Oh, the Niners gonna want to play now. And God, Niners.
Halftime, I'm jumping up and down and I'm standing up at the goal line. Okay, let's go. Oh my gosh! But I think everybody's gonna step up because they know the home field advantage is a big deal because they don't have to travel.
Yes. And 3 games as opposed to 2.
And we get a bye week, don't we?
Yes. There's all kinds of
So
benefits.
if we win the Ravens, we get a bye week, we get the home field advantage. So, yeah.
Yeah, because they beat the Ravens. They're not going to lose the Commanders. And the Rams is, the Rams,
I'm not worried about no
they're not gonna beat the
sorry
49ers in
Rams.
that
They
last game.
still broke.
If the 49ers have to have it, they're not going to win.
The Rams are still broke, and they're still a joke.
Actually, they have a little money now. They fired
Rams,
everybody.
nobody.
They still got to pay.
Well, they may have a little, but they still got to pay some of their players. How?
I still think they got to play Jared Goff, too. That's
Yeah,
part of their
they do.
agreement.
Yeah. So after they pay him, they still gonna be broke and a joke.
I think Stafford might be. Maybe Stafford stays one more year.
Stafford's gonna get rammed over by the Niners. Come on, he's not all that.
Yeah,
No, they may seem that they're playing a little better, but they're not just like all together yet. Still got a little ways to go.
That's it. But they look a little better than I expected. I thought they were going to be absolute trash this year. But they're playing not bad. I give them credit.
Not bad. Yeah, a little bit. Not much.
So what do you got for a score for you and Mom?
Mom says 24-20.
Real close. And you?
I'm going to say 31-21.
All right. Most of us are thinking along, that's a lot of us, majority of us are thinking along the same lines. Around 30,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be in the 20s, lower
Yeah.
20s. Yeah. All right.
Exactly.
All right. Give my best to Mom. Enjoy that
So let's
Lincoln
go,
Warrior
Niners.
game.
Yeah,
Merry
Merry
Christmas. I'll be
Christmas
back
to
on
you,
Sunday.
Ronbo, and the Niner fans out there. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
All
Night,
right,
Sharon.
Ronbo. All right, good night, Ronbo.
There she goes. Rakib says, how are you, brother? Keep doing great, man. You know, I want to relax, but I have to wait till the first half of this game. But I do know that every game I was worried about when the 49ers getting ready to play somebody really good, the 49ers mopped the floor with them. I'm thinking, 49ers, you got to keep that up. I mean, if it's a big game, you guys come out guns blazing. He says, oh, we're going to beat the brakes off the Baltimore Ravens. 49ers 34, Ravens 10. What's the lowest score of the Ravens? I didn't look at the scores. What's the lowest output the Ravens have had this year? I thought 49ers should be able to match that, whomever they played. RG!
Hello, good sir. How are you?
RG doing all right, man. You know, I was just sitting here enjoying my, as long as things stay the way they are, I think we'll be okay. I really wish we had Eric Armstead, but I don't think so. At least Hargrave seems like he's going to be okay. I need somebody that knows what they're doing in the middle against this guy. But, hey, what are you thinking, though, fam?
Yeah, we'll see about Armstead. We still have tomorrow to see if he shows up at practice. But yeah, it was good to see Hargrave out there, so it looks like he might be ready to go. But I was thinking, Rombo, I mean, do you think, like many people, I think this is a preview or a potential preview of the Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah.
And so the question is, does Shanahan pull out all the tricks to get this win, or does he have to just kind of leave some in his back pocket because, we might see them again in the near future?
No. Shannon's got a deep lot of his pockets are real deep. He can pull out a percentage of plays. Because the thing is, you got to get that home field advantage. The 49ers need to win out in order to keep from losing that spot. Right now, they get to stay home and let everybody else go out and work their butt off. And then when they get through working their butt off, you come to Santa Clara, and we put you out of your misery. And that's the best way to have it. You don't want to do that extra game like we did. That is the only reason the Rams went to the Super Bowl that year. Is because we had to play on the road twice, every game actually, before we got to them. And every team we played before we got to them, we beat up pretty good. Except for the Packers, we escaped that one with a good play. But for the most part, no. The 49ers should have been to the Super Bowl that year. So now, stay home in the warm confines of California, relax, sleep in your own bed, eat, have a good time, work out well every day, wait for whomever's coming in, and beat them to death. If it's fly to Vegas, we'll be there in a few minutes. There's no travel involved.
The travel is minimal either way. It's just Santa Clara and it's just Vegas, baby. But I mean, ideally they only need to win 2 out of 3, and ideally it's the next 2. That way, I would hope that they would take some time off against the Rams, but at the same time, Shanahan probably wants to keep them out of the playoffs too. So I guess we can see how that goes. But yeah, I'd rather that they win these next 2, not worry about that last game, because if they win, they just need 2 out of 3 to lock in that number 1 seed, and just go from there. But do you think this impacts the MVP? You think if the Ravens win, that they will lean towards Lamar, and vice versa? When the Niners get that win, that it will lean towards Purdy or even CMC?
Huge. Whichever one wins between this game, they will lean in that direction. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because it's not between Dak anymore. Jalen's out of it. There's nobody else. It's Brock versus Lamar for a lot of things. Home field advantage, MVP. Even though Brock doesn't want it, he's trying his best. He's campaigning hard as he can for CMC. A lot of show analysts are campaigning. I'm going to give it to somebody in the 49ers. Brock Purdy's not even the best player on. He's not the most valuable player on his team. It's CMC. I'm saying, you know what? It's a quarterback-centric award. You jackass. Why do you people pick up? Now you're going to change the narrative just because it's Brock Purdy? Oh, I get so. I'm yelling at the TV. If anybody outside heard me, what is wrong with him? Why are you guys changing things now? My God, his numbers say he's the best in the game right now, according to his system. I don't care. If you want to call him a system, it's his system, and he makes it work. You can't hate him for that. Yes, he's got good players around him. Well, who hasn't got good players around him that's winning games? It's stupid. God, it bothers me.
Well, I mean, like Sherm said, you know, had he been a top 10 draft pick,
then
everybody would be all over him right now. They would love him because they were all right. But since they're all wrong, you know, nobody wants to fess up and say, oh, damn it, we had this one wrong.
Yeah. So, you know, they could all go straight to hell. Brock Purdy has done what a player's supposed to do in order to be in the running for that award. You can't take it away from him from all these other outside reasons you come up with. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. Damn it. God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. I you know, for this game coming up, I saw the Ravens play the other day against who was it? The Jaguars. I mean, the Jaguars really just lost. They beat themselves a little bit there, but you know they're not that scary. The defense, they won't be able to stop the Niners. And you know, and really you think about it, Ronbo, Lamar is going to get his yards, but are we seriously worried about OBJ? Are you serious? Is that what we've gotten to? That we have to worry about OBJ?
RJ, add to that. Lamar's improved in his quarterback skills, but I don't know. I seen OBJ in that game with the Jags you're talking about. I seen OBJ have to slow down and wait. Okay, his accuracy. He started throwing the ball and it was missing viciously. I said, you know, I thought he got better with his quarterbacking. That's not much better than the last time I saw him. So if he's not going to hit his targets, I don't know that they've got. If he's not going to run, and he's not running as much as he used to, I don't know why they're going to beat the 49ers. We'll see. There's lots of reasons why.
I'll take Lamar throwing the ball any day of the week.
You know,
man. That's we'll take that.
I mean, he's gotten better. Okay, I'll give him that. But I don't know if OBJ had to stop and wait. If he does that with us, if he does wait, he's going to have some company waiting for him. The Jags just screwed up, like you said. They probably should have won the game.
Well, look at it this way. Think about it this way. Lamar's no Brock Purdy when it comes to throwing the ball. So
I like that. Archie, give me a score because we have to go. What do you got?
All right, man. I got 31-20. 31-20. Their kicker will get his 6 points, but we'll give him a couple touchdowns. But the Niners 31, and you know we'll feed Sam Darnold in the fourth quarter again, like we always do.
I love that so much.
Oh man! Hey, Feliz Navidad to you, Ronbo.
Hey,
Feliz Navidad to all the GMs in the chat.
Feliz Navidad.
Yes, and all the best. And we'll be celebrating on Monday night.
Wouldn't it be? It's gonna be a wonderful day. I'll be back Sunday though. I can't stand it. Let's go ahead and after the turkey and presents and everything, and kids are running away, sneak into a room, and I'll be on. All right.
It's been a hell of a ride, Ronbo. Thank you for what you do.
Hey, thanks, fam. It ain't over yet. We got to go to the Super Bowl. All right. See you a little bit.
Oh man. All right.
Night, fam.
Adios. Bye bye.
Adios. Evan.
What's happening, Ronbo?
Evan, man, I'm relaxing. This conversation I'm having with you guys tonight, I'm feeling much better. You know, my nerves are killing me all week. And then I just realized Florio snapped it out of me. I said, what is this? Yeah, Rams are going to beat the expletive out of it. I said, you know what? Every team we play, they're supposed to be good. And I'm not sure if the Ravens are better than the Cowboys or Eagles either. So, you know, I don't know that we need to be worried. And we just saw what they did with the Jaguars. They escaped. So now why are they going to come in and beat us? I don't believe it. Anyway, Evan, you go ahead. What are you thinking?
I wouldn't feed too much into Florio saying that because he is a Ravens fan, so he's probably just trying to
I thought Floyd was a Vikings
not make himself
fan.
look.
Are you
No,
sure?
I think he is a. I think he might be a Ravens fan too. I heard that.
Well,
somewhere.
maybe, but
Might
I
not
know
be right.
for years he's been a Vikings fan because he
Well,
was always
maybe not a fan, but a Ravens defender
Supporter?
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. Yeah. So, but and our record is 1-2 against the AFC North, so that's something to keep in mind.
And keep it also add to that the Ravens' record against the NFC is what? Woo! It's crazy. 19-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just, wow.
And if we were to lose a game out of the next games we have, it's this one. We can afford to lose this one because it's not a conference game.
Oh yeah.
So it wouldn't kill us
right.
if we were to lose. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think they'll do good. I'm gonna give it a dub this week.
All right.
Yeah.
Just a dub, no score. Yeah, that's an option.
Yeah.
You can do that. Yeah, just a dub. All right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It'll be.
Go ahead.
I think by 10. But I just don't know. I just don't know what the lines are going to be. But 10-point gap.
See if they're smart, they'll run against the 49ers. It's always about matchups every week, no matter what other teams do with what other team. We saw the Jaguars had every bit of a chance to win that game, but the Ravens didn't run like they probably should have, or they didn't try to. Lamar was even very conservative in his running as well. Now, Jackson, after you signed that contract, I get the feeling that him and Jalen Hurts were both told, all right, guys, I'm going to want you to alter your concepts a little bit out there. I need for you to be careful. Lamar, you've missed a substantial number of games in the last couple of years, and some of that's attributed to a lot of running. We want to see if we can set you back. We're going to get another coach in there for you. Greg Roman got thrown out. He got another guy that could teach Lamar how to throw the ball. So if he's not going to run, he's going to be sitting duck.
Yeah, we need to contain him and keep him in the pocket. And if Hargrave can go, I think that'll help with the run game.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure about Eric yet. I don't know if Kyle is just trying to throw him off the scent, saying he might be ready, he might not be ready. But it being Monday, it gives us that extra day for him to, maybe because he's been out 3 weeks now,
Eric,
or 2 weeks.
This will be week 3.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't need Eric
if he's
to play.
still out, there's something.
If I got Hargrave in the middle, I just need. I can put. There's any number of guys you can put in there next to Hargrave now. That aren't
I mean, Givens and Kinlaw have been doing pretty good. So
I'm not really worried about them being there. I want that run to stop though. In fact, they've got the guy. Oh, Gus, what's his name? 238-pound running back, and he runs hard. Now, I don't want him setting the pace for him because if they do that, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Hopefully, anyways. Yeah. I think they'll be ready for this one. Prime time, national, televised. It seems like they show up for those.
They like this.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a fun game.
Yeah, even George Kittle's saying it. You know how George is. George makes you feel, when he does his interviews, George makes you feel there's nothing to worry about. George, he's saying about all these dangers, a big smile on his face, and then at the end of the sentence says, yeah, should be fun.
Yeah.
George, are you serious? You are serious. All right, go get him. And then during the game, things come out like George's big smile says.
Yeah, I mean, he gets paid to play the game that we all love. So
yeah,
he knows his blessings. But
yeah, that's true. He appreciates exactly what we all wish we could do. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo. Well, I'll let you go.
All right.
But, shout out to everyone.
Evan's got a W, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be winning by 10 or 20 or 10. What'd you say? 10?
Yeah, the gap should be around 10, I believe.
All right. So win with a gap of 10. All right. So we keep that. That all gets in, whether you were right or not. Later on, we'll pick that out. Evan, and Merry Christmas, man. I'll be back. I'm going to sneak in Sunday, and because there's going to be a lot of great games on Sunday, man. I got So
yeah, I'm excited for Cowboys Dolphins. See how that one goes.
Mm-hmm. All right, man.
All right, Ronbo. Catch you next time.
All right.
Good night.
Great night. that's right. Tony's in here too. Tony, Cowboys, Dolphins. Are we gonna have fun that day watching that or what? Anderson! I mean, speaking of Cowboys and Dolphins, I know Anderson's got something to say about that, and the 49ers as well. Anderson, get in here.
Oh man, yeah, what's going on, Ronbo, man?
Anderson, man.
Man, all that speed on the Dolphins team gonna kill the Cowboys, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, most of it, you know what I'm saying? When he was with us, he didn't get to play in the game. I think he was hurt when we lost that game. After we had lost, but shit, he gonna beat that shit out of them people, man. Them people secondary ain't nothing.
And they don't like to stop the run. I mean, what's his name? What's his name from the? Just ran all over them this past weekend. What's his name's
Cook,
brother?
James Cook.
James.
Cook.
Oh my God, Cowboys! That's James Cook. That's not his brother. What's happening?
Yep. Kill him. And then what's that dude? What's that dude that got the Olave? Not Olave, not him.
Diggs.
The other fast dude.
Oh, you're running backs.
No, I'm talking about for the Dolphins. Fast dude.
Oh, Walter. Oh.
Man, they gonna kill them people.
Yeah, with speed.
But they gonna kill them people. But anyway, back to them old Ravens, man. They'll shoot them out the sky like shoot the ducks on duck hunt.
Who's gonna be the dog? Who's gonna be the dog to go fetch him?
Shit. Shit. Might be Greg Roman.
By the way, Roman's not over there anymore. You know that, don't you?
I know. That's why I said his name. They had fired him. That's why I said his name.
Roman's unemployed right now, I think, too.
But yeah, we gonna. Man, I'm pretty sure it's like this here. See, one thing I know about Lamar Jackson: hit him hard, he gonna fumble the ball. And against this secondary, he should have. I'm looking forward to capitalizing off interceptions. That's what we got to do. We got to capitalize off turnovers. I want to see. We should get a 40-40 burger.
You know, look out for
we should get a 40
Mooney's getting crazy. Maybe another pick six this week.
Yep. Because who is that? McKnight or McHumphrey from talking about he don't care. He said he don't care about nothing. I seen a little quote. I said okay, you're gonna find out when watch. Now I'm looking. Now let's see if the two Ohio buddies get back there at the same time. Can they get back there at the same time? And we might see this. Man, I'm like this. If you're not a 49er player, you kiss my ass. So I don't give a damn if this motherfucker get carried off the motherfucker field in an ambulance. Bye, his legs fucked up. Y'all season, that's a wrap. Y'all out of there. It's time for us to start bringing the pain. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this game is gonna be about. Like Clever Lane say, pain. You know what I'm saying?
Because they can come in all mad and angry. Because a lot of people disrespect the Ravens right now and saying anything they want to say about them. And already they see the spread is 5. That means really it's 8, right? Because you get home field, you get 3 points to begin with, or it's 2, whichever way you want to do the math. But the thing is, man, come on, man, y'all know, don't you, that this is going to be just like the Cowboys. Maybe is what the Eagles. They also the Jags were supposed to be good. Don't be good and let the 49ers
win. The Jags, man, like the last conversation, like I was talking about, the Jags had plenty of opportunities to beat them. Because they what the final score was, 20-7 or something like, or 20-3 or something like that.
Oh, will we beat them?
Something like that. No, I'm talking about when the Ravens beat them.
Well, they escaped.
Was like 20.
The Ravens barely pulled that out.
20-3.
No, the
Ravens, I know. I was what I'm saying, because I'm looking at how they put the points they put up, and we put 30 something on them people.
I know.
They own stadium.
Well,
but
the
only thing I'm kind of like, man, what we still got TDP?
Yeah, he's not.
Or did we let him go?
They don't want to let him play. I don't know why. McNichols got brought up today. He's signed for on the regular squad now.
Okay,
How come?
so I mean, I'm like, yeah, we need to because I want to see him. I want to see him because is it Mitchell hurt? He's still hurt, huh?
Gus Mitchell for the Ravens? I mean, no, he's playing.
All right. Well, we need to start Mitchell just because they're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
be out.
Elijah Mitchell. No, Elijah Mitchell.
Elijah Mitchell.
He worked out today. I'm sorry, they got a Mitchell over there too.
Okay,
no.
right.
Yeah,
That's
McCaffrey.
good because they out because everybody be geared up to stop McCaffrey. We need to start with somebody else. Stop having this man run all the time. We're gonna need him to play out. Tired of Kyle Shanahan doing it. You trying to fuck my season up, man. I need let Mason run the ball sometimes. God damn, he good catching out the backfield.
And when he gets the ball running too, it never falls backwards. It never gets knocked back.
Nope.
Anderson, what do you got for a score though?
Man, I'm gonna go with a 40 burger because I'm a 42-17.
Because we do it every time we play some big time team. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Let them know they not really big time like we did to the Eagles. It's like we did to the Cowboys. It's like Arizona, even though they got 29 because them dum-dums, for some reason, they couldn't stop the dude from running.
Anderson, they got to straighten up on that this week. All right, Anderson, we're going to go. I'm gonna sneak back in on Christmas. I mean, not on Christmas, Sunday. Well, actually, Christmas, too. Mondays. I just realized Monday night, yes.
Hey,
so I tell you what, I'll see you Sunday, though,
we
too.
got the money. Already. I'm gonna be on the list and waiting. I can speak my piece. I'm gonna be waiting, but I'm still talk going down. Empire,
Cowboys,
shout out production. Yeah, they gonna load down. So matter of fact, my cousin he told me yesterday, he's like, man, y'all the best team in football right now. He a Bears fan, so y'all the best team in football. So y'all might win it all.
All right, fam.
All right, now.
We got to go. All right, fam. I see you Sunday.
All right. All right.
Nice. Bobo, hey, 49ers 31, Ravens 24. Lamar Jackson, 2 INTs. Listen, that is not far from possible. I see the Jags game. I'm thinking, wait a minute, Lamar. You still got some issues. 4 sacks, and still Brock Purdy, the undefeated. He didn't say that. He says, and won't get the MVP, but he will get Super Bowl MVP. Merry Christmas to you and fam. Brock Purdy, if they give it to anybody but him, if he wins this game, you'll know something is up. Locked him up says, let's go get that number 1 seed and bang, bang, Niner gang. Get everyone healthy for a run with the bye. We beat Ravens 34-17 with them getting a garbage time TD. There's some rhymes going on there. We beat the pants off of SOSAR as well. Niners! Lock them up. Thanks, fam. Really appreciate that. Guys, always appreciate the contributions. Thank you so much. Here he is. Chill. Pill. Phil.
Hey, Ronbo. How you doing?
Phil, getting ready. Phil, we got Phil away from the meat. He's marinating for Monday night. Well, Phil, what are you thinking, man, on this game, man? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're probably thinking the same along the lines as Mike Florio and myself.
I'm a little nervous, obviously.
Yeah.
They're a good team.
Yeah, they are.
Let's not sell them short, right?
You got to respect them.
But I think 28-14, somewhere in there, 28-17. I'll go with 28-17.
There you go. Phil's got 28-17. Yeah, there's no point in us thinking we're going to get a 40 burger. I don't think anybody's done that to them all year, have they? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're a good team. They're a really good team. And they're good coached.
Yeah.
Harbaugh's a good coach.
He is.
And but I think Shanahan's better.
Oh, yeah.
I think Brock's better.
Yeah.
I think Christian's better.
Yeah.
And they lost Mitchell. That hurt them a lot. The only thing I'm concerned about is Eric Armstead. If we had him in the game, I would say it's a blowout. But because he's the best against the run.
I know.
I mean, people don't realize Eric is a stud in there against the run.
For those of us who are watching closely, I've been knowing this for a long time. You hear people talk about Eric Armstead like that. Better know if we don't have him, it's not the same game.
He doesn't get the sacks or anything like that, but
I mean, he does a lot of
when
grunt.
he moved inside from outside, when they had him at the defensive end, when he moved inside, we were the number one team against the run.
Hey, Phil, you know people don't pay attention? Eric Armstead creates a hell of a lot of violence. If anybody ever watches in the middle and see what's going on with Eric Armstead and the seeming army trying to stop him, it is funny, you know? And then people say, we don't need Eric Armstead. Oh, you don't, man, please. Pay attention.
Man. When he's healthy and he's in the middle, we win.
Yeah.
It comes down to that.
And running,
so
he uses all of his length. Guys think they made it through the gap, and Armstead somehow
he stops the
leans
run.
over
The
in
rest
there.
of the guys have the fun.
Yeah, that's it. That's all right too. That's why everybody on the team respects him.
When Eric stops the run,
everybody
else has the fun.
Uh,
That's when Nick goes wild. Chase Young goes wild.
Even Cleveland Farrell's having good days too, you know.
Eric's the guy we need in the lineup. If he plays, look out. We're going to blow this team out. But if he doesn't play, then we got to stop the run.
Yeah, you know what, though? The embarrassment from last week, Phil, I look for a better effort against the run this week. The 49ers don't look like a bunch of wussies. I mean, some of the tackles should have been made, you know, flying off of people's bodies. Yeah.
They're not as bad as we played against Arizona. You know, we took the time off because we knew we could beat them with our hand behind our back. Right?
Yeah, that's true. They still scored too many points, so if the defense was taking it easy, well, okay.
And the offense knew they could score at will.
And
they did. And you know what? I think Brock Purdy's going to tear apart the Ravens defense, even though they are number one, but they haven't faced Brock yet.
Mm-hmm. You know, Phil,
with
Brock, I worry about this when he gets paid. Brock Purdy is playing now to make a name for himself. When they had that interview about he has no capacity to give out gifts.
You know what? Hey, put Christian as MVP. I don't care. Because Brock will make less money and we can sign 2 more superstars.
Come on, Phil. I don't want him having roommates and having to go to a hotel with his girlfriend, you know, or his fiance.
He's not going to do that. He's going to make $30 million, but not $50 million.
Well, you know,
and that's 2 more superstars.
I'm worried about him now. He's not going to get paid next year either. So you know what? Brock gets playoff bonus money like he did last year. And that'll keep him afloat as far as anyway.
I love Brock. I think he's going to be a great superstar. But this is a cap system.
That's why we got so many stars.
We need to
out
think
there.
about that.
I do. I just, you know.
And so, you know, next year we got 12 draft picks. I think we're going to get an offensive tackle, a defensive tackle.
Oh, you know, especially an offensive tackle. And he's going to be a left side,
offensive
too.
Tackle,
guy.
defensive tackle, and then maybe guards, center, you know, and then some backup defensive players, maybe a corner. You know, we've got so many picks.
Trade some, move up
crazy.
in the draft. Yeah. Phil,
yeah.
Our clock clicked out. What do you got for a score? You got 2017? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you say dynasty?
I can say it. I've thought about it. I said, you know what? Brock Purdy's kind of young. If we can keep some pieces around him, and as his experience grows, NFL.
Dynasty.
Yes.
Even Nick Wright said it.
I know. I tell you. Phil, let me go, and I'll see you.
All right, Ronbo.
Happy Sunday. I'll see you Sunday, in fact, and Christmas Day as well.
I'll be at the game.
I know.
I'll be at the game, so I probably won't see you after the game because getting out of the parking lot is
It's gonna be
miserable.
madness. Yeah.
I know. And so, I'll be there Christmas night celebrating my Christmas present. Niners win.
Yeah.
And that's what I want for Christmas.
And
So,
all right.
all right, Ronbo.
All right, Bill. Have a great night.
Have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
To you and your family.
Thanks so much. And to you and yours. I'll see you before then, though. All right, Phil. Night, Phil.
All right, bro. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Salvador.
RONBO, Red and Gold Radio.
Sal, every time I talk to you, I think about that day you were coming out of the game. We had just got a new quarterback. Nobody knew anything about him. And you were talking about it. And I was saying, that's the first time we scored a touchdown against the Hawks with a wide receiver in God knows how long. And we were on our way. We didn't know from that day on the 49ers' whole world was going to change all the way up until now. Brock, the thing is, Kyle Shanahan, who's been hated. Sal, you and I have both taken turns about being pissed off with him. Hell, everybody has. And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to see him get fired for another. I don't care when he can stay as long as he wants. I love this guy on this team. But what are you thinking about this game coming up?
Nah, Ronbo, I feel the same way. These guys, Shanahan, Lynch, the whole organization is built well from the top down. So, back then, even that first year, it was real hard. We had a lot of losing. Like you said, I was at that Seahawks game, and Ronbo, just to paint the picture, we had free tickets given to us that game against the Seahawks. Dude, Shanahan's first year.
And we were.
Ronbo, they were the club seats. The ones where, they give, they're probably going over 1,000 now, but it's like the club seating.
Damn.
They were giving those away for free. That's what I'm saying. That's how bad we were.
I know.
But,
remember the plane?
I don't mind.
Remember the plane flying over the facility all the time? Sell the team, Jed!
Yeah.
It was bad. God.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's why, I love the moments like this and, the winning we do because I know it could go away real easy.
Yes.
And
People
I
don't
started
understand.
liking the team. I started liking the team where we weren't even winning. So, I cherish moments like these, but I truly believe, we're going to get it done this year. We have a complete team, Ronbo. And that stat where Shanahan has lost, or he hasn't came back in the fourth quarter.
I don't care. You don't need to be behind in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. But that's something that Purdy can overcome if we're ever in that.
He did it against the Browns. People forget real easily. Anytime Purdy does something, they get over it, and then they go back to any negatives. We're going to dig up on Brock Purdy. He doesn't dress particularly well. Come on, guys. Why don't you look at the numbers and tell the truth? Stop coming up with reasons not to like him. I hate that. Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the fan base, is coming around on our guy, and we got to support our dude. But if even if we do, get it all done, get the MVP, they're still gonna doubt him. The next thing is, they're gonna say, just wait till he gets paid, and all those weapons are gonna go away. I could already hear it right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's next. You're right.
They're gonna say Purdy's gonna be the reason this empire, falls apart because he's gonna have to get paid. Well, I'm like, don't pay attention to that because this guy's, he's proving all the doubters wrong, week in and week out, and I'm just here for the ride.
And Sal, just like you said, and I just said, we got an organization now that knows what they're doing. The 49ers are not going to stop bringing in talent. If anybody thinks that they're going to rest on what they have, that's not going to happen. They already learned their lesson how to do that. And now Shanahan and Lynch have experience how to run a club and how to put a winning club together. This is all experience that they're learning from. And I don't. Somebody said dynasty. I can see it. I can see it real possible.
Yeah, we got to win it though, Ronbo. And that window almost closed, especially in the Jimmy Garoppolo era. And the transition to Trey Lance didn't really work out, and it almost closed on us. But we worked out. They worked out in our favor last year. When Purdy came in. and took
and
over.
also CMC
And,
again, organization. Right?
oh, for sure, that too.
As soon as they
That
brought
too.
CMC in, the team started already looking different. And then when Brock Purdy come in, and then he sustained that, and now going to the next level. So again, organization.
Yeah, organization, and CMC is a great player, Ronbo, but we probably would have still lost the game if Jimmy Garoppolo or anybody else was at quarterback.
Maybe, but
you have to make.
Started looking really good when he got there, though. When CMC got there, I mean that blowout against the Cardinals, I get that, but some of the other games, CMC takes a lot of burden off the quarterback and makes the rest of the offense work a little easier.
Yes.
That's just CMC. I want Brock to get the MVP, but I want CMC to get the Offensive Player of the Year, though.
Whichever way it works out, vice versa, I'm all for it. I know we have 2 MVP quality players on our team, but I just think it goes to the best player on the best team, and sometimes it happens to be the quarterback. And I just think, me personally, he makes the difference just because I see it week in and week out. Like, if anybody else is under center, little plays, like just little plays that don't even make the stats, like make the stats, or like they don't get remembered. They matter in the long run. But the reason.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Ronbo, but I was gonna say just like the reason we kept bringing in a quarterback, or talking about quarterbacks every offseason, is because Jimmy Garoppolo kept failing us. He didn't elevate this team how Purdy was doing, or he was always getting hurt at the end of the year.
Now there's
Do you remember? Do you remember he left us in Arizona hanging, like not even coming back, fighting to get back on the field? You kept watching, like he kept watching games from the press box.
I'll never agree with anybody how bad Jimmy Garoppolo was, but I will agree with the fact that he could not stay healthy. When he's on the field,
for sure,
the 49ers are going to win. He's out for 3 weeks. Oh, Jesus. That's why I was so worried when he went out against the Dolphins and Brock came out. Oh, man. Because normally you win with him no matter how bad he plays, but you lose without him for sure. So, Hey, Brock, let me get you a score, though, Sal.
Yeah, for sure, Ronbo. Let me get out of here. But my score, I think we're a juggernaut. We're going to handle the Ravens. I know they did a good job handling a lot of the NFC teams, but I think when they come in here, they're going to be tested. So I'm going to say 38 to 16. 38 to 16. It's going to be close, but I feel we could pull away at the end.
And where about?
Or I want something magical like a fourth quarter comeback by Purdy on Monday night, Christmas.
Just to prove everybody wrong. Cool. We gotta go, Sal.
Yeah, for
Always
sure.
a pleasure, my friend. Hey, let me see. I'll see you Sunday if you got time. I'll be back.
Yeah,
we gotta
for
see
sure,
the
Ronbo.
games
Love
on
talking to you.
All right.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. Yeah.
All right, fam. Merry Christmas in the meantime.
Yeah, for sure. Merry Christmas. Go Niners.
Thanks, fam. Hey, and it's time for the head of the Dragon Clan. He is Papa D. Pop.
Ronbo.
Hey, Bob. Come on in, man. We're sitting there trying to.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, well, see, this is therapy for me. Because, see, the Ravens have been worrying me for 3 weeks. I started worrying about Lamar before this week even started. You know what I'm saying? So, but now that I think about it, why? They're not. They're good, but let's not overrate them. But Pop, you better yet give me some Popism. Pop always has an angle on things to make you think. What are you thinking?
Well, matchups make fights.
Always.
Matchups make fights. And in my opinion, the 49ers are about to face the best player in the league in Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
How do I know he's the best player in the league?
How do you know?
Look at his MVP season stats.
Yeah.
And compare that
carries
to our quote unquote MVP stats. There's no comparison.
Well,
that is what he is fully capable.
Yeah, he's that guy they're talking about. Carries the team.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? It's like if you take Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson and swap them, okay, we might not be talking about a first place Ravens team right now because Lamar doesn't have anybody to throw to. You lost a starting running back.
Did you disrespect Zay and OBJ? I didn't do that.
Of course I did. Of course I did. I'm not saying they're fodder. I'm not saying that at all. But I guarantee you, neither one of them is leading Pro Bowl voting.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just not happening.
Used to. Yeah.
They're like performing in spurts. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a consistent dominance there. You know what I mean? Mm. And if there's anything about OBJ, I mean, he's been more hyped than anything else, in my opinion.
For the last 3 years, yes.
When I look at receivers, it's like no matter where they go, no matter what they do, I'm looking at, are you Mossing people? Are you Jerry Ricing people? Mm. You know what I'm saying? Are you Michael Irvining people? That's what I'm talking about. When you get someone who's just consistent, a consistent dog, no matter what.
Diggs, Devontae, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, they don't have that. Like I said, their starting running back is down. But they do have the number one defense. They do have, I believe, one of the finest coaches in NFL, a fantastic leader of men, which means he's been there before. He's not going to be, his team's not going to be shell shocked when they show up at Candlestick. They're just not. They're going to be ready. They're going to be prepared. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. Brock, at 23 years old, he hasn't even reached his full capabilities yet.
Yep.
He hasn't even grown into his pads yet.
I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. We got to wait about 2 or 3 years, too.
He hasn't even grown the beard yet, Ronbo.
They can't shave, yeah. Shaving on blades.
You know what I'm saying? He looks like an elf on the shelf playing quarterback.
Don't he? Babyface Nelson.
But he is a dog. He is a dog. I saw in him the first time I said, this dude, he just don't give a damn. He's unrelenting. He's fearless in the pocket. Delivers that ball on time. It don't make sense for him to play like he plays. Mm-hmm. Right. And now, on top of it, now remember, first of all, let me admit to you, Ronbo, production, everybody else, I was wrong. I predicted the 49ers would be 10-7. I was wrong.
We've already passed. We got 11. That's right.
I was wrong. I'm happy to be wrong, Ronbo.
I'm happy to be wrong. You said it way back when you said that. Yeah.
You know, so obviously, you know, I know the 49ers start late and they hit a stride and they started stepping. Yeah. I think that if Shanahan is going to have to win this game with offense, and it's not going to be an offensive blowout, but he's got to win it with offense, time of possession. They can't make any mistakes, no turnovers.
And keep them all off the field.
Good game. Yep. You know, he's got to be close to 200 scrimmage yards. And I believe that all that is attainable. But it's going to be a dogfight that's going to be determined in the fourth quarter. Uh-oh. Ronbo, which one of the two head coaches has a problem winning in the fourth quarter?
Hey, come on, Pop. That's not nice. You know what? If we're behind, yes. Otherwise, we'll be fine. We've actually been ahead before.
Which one of these teams, if it's going to be close, has the better kicker, Ronbo?
Big Show's over there, isn't he? You guys have gotten together for this conversation. I can tell right now.
Mitchell, get your feet off my couch.
Okay, I agree. If we get sneak peek from behind, if leading in the fourth quarter, you know, game
sorry,
over.
Ronbo. Sorry. It's going to be 20-16 49ers.
Oh, you're not picking the Ravens this week. Okay.
But they're going to have to. They're going
to come behind.
First, come from behind, win in the fourth quarter of this game. And it's going to be Brock Purdy who does it. Because even Michael Vick said it today. He said Brock Purdy's a game changer. But he's a game changer not just on the field, but also in the front office. Because now people are going to have to relook at how they look at quarterbacks.
I know, right? Okay. I have been thinking about that the whole time.
You can get someone in the late rounds, and you can build around them. Okay?
Yeah.
And hopefully Brock Purdy talks to Tom Brady You right? Talk
Yep.
to Tom Brady. Because
Yeah.
people don't understand this. The best move that Tom Brady ever made, ever, was taking
Amen.
less money. He was
That's how
taking
you
less
do
money.
it. Stop taking all the money and get some
Only
players
go-
around you so that the team, so they can afford to pay people and win. You can make money on endorsements. You can start getting in other things. You just become a magnet. And for
I'm just
money.
saying.
I agree.
Easy.
We
I'm
can-
just saying. I mean, Brock Purdy's fiance is just as fine as you know, Tom Brady's ex-wife. So you get her modeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Making more money than you. Bob.
Get her modeling, you know.
Bob,
Get her working. You know, get her out there working, Ronbo. Get her working.
Pop, stop.
Make up some difference.
You can't be pimping on this show. Listen, we got to go. So you know what? I'm going to see you Sunday because I can't stand it. I got to see what happens during the course of the day in them games. And let's all go from there. Okay?
2016 Ronbo, which means Brock
I got
Purdy
you.
used a touchdown at the end of the game in the fourth quarter.
Here you go. Here's Bob has spoken. Bob, give a Mr. Bam, Boom, and Mrs. Dragon. I'll see you Sunday.
Merry Christmas to you,
It is
Niner
Merry
Nation.
Christmas. Yes.
All you Niner fans, okay, in the chat. Hope all you bastards get a big piece of coal in your stocking. Okay? So y'all can all kiss the inside of my ass. Merry Christmas.
God, we got it bad today. Good night, Pop. Merry Christmas. Oh, God. And Pop forgot to say, and hope Santa Claus sets your house on fire before he leaves. First, especially you, Chrissy Everett. Hey, it's time to ask that question. Did you see that logo gleaming in your screen of what time is it?
It's time for the choir to sing that Santa's making a list. He's checking it twice. And 5.5 favorites say the Niners too nice. And it's Niners all day. And guess who's coming to town?
It's got to be that little fat boy with the cherry nose and the red suits. No.
It's Brock Purdy's twin uncle, John Harbaugh, coming to town. I mean, that meme has me rolling. I'm like, somebody really said Brock Purdy and John Harbaugh look like uncle and nephew. I was weak.
That's so wrong.
I'm kidding. But yeah, this game here is going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. I don't know how to feel about it, Ronbo, because it's like when you look at these Baltimore Ravens, yo, and I hear people say it all the time. It's like, oh, these are great teams. They got the number one defense. And, you know, there was one point where we faced a team that had the number one defense at the time. I guess they don't know more because we
jealous.
Breaks off.
Yeah.
But really, at the same time, I'm looking at these Baltimore Ravens. They in the AFC North, though. That's them. You know, who else was in the AFC North we had to face up against?
Yeah,
Y'all
AFC
remember?
North is. AFC
Y'all remember?
North.
Y'all remember? Ooh, them defenses have not been any jokes this year with these San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, that's Cincinnati, Cleveland. Yeah, hey, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland. And
but Cleveland, though, Purdy didn't have his worst game against the Cleveland Browns. Actually, if you don't remember, that was a potential game-winning drive. The Baltimore Ravens may just end up playing us like the Cleveland Browns, except this time, Jake Moody makes the field goal. You feel me?
They close the game out. You know?
Yeah, 20-19. 20-19, that's my score. I'm just kidding. It's not. That's not my score. But my prediction is a dub. I was just saying that'd be funny if that happened, if we end up winning by a Jake Moody field goal. And everybody's like, oh, my God, we love Jake Moody now. He's the MVP runner. Like,
I can't wait for that. And I'm going to be calling him out on every one of them, you know, because as soon as Nick Wright, Joy Taylor, Norm, did you see Skip Bayless? Skip was in tears. He was testifying so much. And I truly believe that Lamar Jackson's going to go in there and he's going to take the voice. I said, Skip, calm down, Skip. My God, the 49ers are going to make you lose your mind.
He making everybody lose their mind because it's like somebody said, they don't want to admit when they wrong, y'all. They don't want to admit when they wrong about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all missed it. Y'all fumbled the bag. Niners picked it up, scooped and scored. Homeboy, stop playing.
So stop hating. God.
I said, I was like, we're not going to pick the guy who looks like the teenager on American Pie. And he's out there boinking Stifler's mom every week. Doesn't believe it. And I think the same thing is going to happen against these Baltimore Ravens. What are you talking about? Humphrey the guy? I don't respect anybody on the. I love it when opposing teams get on podcasts and create little controversials. You don't want to romp with us.
Like Michael.
You know I want with Debo.
And know how you feel about Micah. Micah started to cry a little too much for me. He's, when we lose a game, everybody can't wait to see the Cowboys lose a game. Micah, what do you think? We get the same kind of crap? That's what your problem is. You're a Cowboy. You think you're special. Of course they're going to get on you for losing.
It's like Jalen Ramsey with more muscles. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I joke. I kid. No, this Niners are very highly capable of like creating that, of continuing that tradition. Just going hard. They're going for a number one spot. This is not the time to get, we can lose this game. It's stupid. No. We're going hard in the paint. This is a tough team with a tough defense. They got one of the baddest head coaches in the league who got Super Bowl rings under his belt. You know what I'm saying? And plus the prediction for everybody's like, the colors of the Super. Man, I ain't them superstitious, bro. This is still a Super Bowl matchup though, in the making. Yeah. They're going hard in the paint, man. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, expect all the works of Kyle Shanahan to be put on display with everybody in motion. It's just the defense I'm concerned about. With they allow Baltimore is really good with the run game. Yeah, don't start that this week. We're not sleeping on that. But I feel like the offense should be able to do enough if they go hard in the paint with everybody in motion. You know what I'm saying? To put up as many points as possible. We talking about high 30s, upper 40s. You feel me? Yeah. And I don't care whose defense we go. We've proved it too many times this year. Why would we stop now? All right. Real prediction, 37-27.
Yeah, I like that. Because honestly, we got to give them some points, but we got to still do what we do. We score points. That's what we do.
And then the 7 out of those 27, maybe 14 of the Ravens' points might come in garbage time. You feel me? Stop playing with us. And that's all I got to say. And it's Niners all day. Yiddy. Week 5, the last part of the bird hug continues, and I'm ready. Let's go.
You gotta love this guy. Norm, Merry Christmas, my man. I tell you what, hey, I'll be back Sunday if you got time. But Christmas Eve, you gotta be careful.
I'm getting back to cooking. You feel me?
Yeah, I knew he was in the kitchen. Hey, Norm.
Cooking up in a pot. You feel me?
I do. Night, fam.
Night, y'all.
Storm and Norm. Yes, indeed. Chris.
Ronbo, been a long time me calling in, man. How are you?
Chris, because there's you're right. How long has it been exactly? A long while.
Look, man, when we started winning, I was like, I ain't calling in, so I might just roll with
it. Yeah. Keep the good luck going. Chris, man, this is that game, though. Because, the Cowboys, most people try to talk me into not being worried. Ronbo, man, don't be worried about no Cowboys. I said, y'all, okay, I don't like them, but we got to respect them. I mean, they got Mike over there tearing up. That defense is crazy good. Hell, they got good CeeDee Lambs over there. They added another. I was going on and on making a case for the Cowboys. 49ers beat them. I mean, they just beat them up, right? And then the Eagles, of course. Oh, my God, fam, this is going to be embarrassing. We done talked all that trash about if we'd have had our quarterback, we would have won that game and went to the Super Bowl. Now, if we go up here and lose, oh, man, they're going to talk about us. And you know how Eagle fans are. They don't stop. Now, here we go, Now, here we are. We beat them all.
This version of the Niners, I'm not doubting them anymore, man. I've been stopped doubting them, like, this team's different than what we've been seeing. You know what I mean? And way different. So, I'm gonna let the game be played. I don't know more than the coach. I don't know more than the players and all that. But they look good from the eye test from what I've been seeing, and I'm just excited and happy to be able to see some good Niner football, man. So, It's damn sure gonna be a good game, man. Like, boy, they really gave us all. We got all the attention this year, man. We gotta finish this out with a bowl, man. Like, we've been whooping ass, wearing black to the game. Man, it was funny what Shannon Sharp was saying today to Bart Scott. I think it was yesterday, maybe. Talking about why you don't think that they're gonna come in there and the Ravens gonna come in there and beat us. And he talking about, have you seen the 49ers or whatever? You know, and he was talking about how he won't them came in there, told you they was gonna whoop their ass and beat their ass, and went on and did it. We've been doing it to everybody else. So I'm feeling good about it, man. It's probably gonna be a pretty solid game, but I'm looking at how they played the Rams a few weeks ago, how they played the Jaguars a few weeks ago, and it didn't look as dominant as how we look playing, you know?
I know, right?
So it's little breakdowns here and there that they're playing, and, you know, the other teams are doing their thing or whatever, man. But they got to come play us, man. They coming across.
Yeah.
And they got to come across the country. They got to come play us. By the time they play us, I think it's going to be, 11 o'clock their time or something? Or
that's right.
Close to it. Or for the East Coast.
And they're not coming to spend the time and adjust to the time period. So, yeah, taking that late flight. And when it's going to be, it's going to be funny.
I expect it to be real chippy at the beginning, man, because these are two, whatever, man. And I hope we ain't got nobody on the team that was there from that last Super Bowl, lost, whatever, man. But, hey, we want y'all to beat them. Get that taste out of our mouth and get.
You're right. There's no bitterness from that 2014 Super Bowl as far as players go. Jimmy Ward didn't get drafted until the next year after. He would be the only one.
Yeah. I always got Brown and him mixed up because they look so much alike to a certain degree. I forget his first name. Remember the cornerback we had with the hardball years of Brown and somebody?
Yeah, I know you're talking about that. There was some similarities between the two. But,
but
Ward had a lot of injury problems, and he finally got right for a few years in a row. We had some Jimmy Ward, and I told everybody, look, guys, I don't care what you say about him, but I tell you one thing: you can get on him about his injuries, but that guy can play. I knew it. I can always read. I can always tell talent. I know.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm glad that we had all those that we did have there, because I think that Ward, Barrett, who else we had? We've had a lot of vet DBs come through, and they've imparted pretty good on Yamador and Thomas. Like the secondary, man, that's been the story for me this year. Like seeing how good they playing. Man, it gave me some flashbacks of Merton Hanks days and Dion being back there. We used to have the secondary to go with all that. So we got the complete team, man. So.
You're right. Same thing. We got a secondary now to go with that frontline defense, and sometimes that secondary, like a couple of games recently, the secondary who won that game. They're the ones who stopped Kyler Murray more than the front line did. Yep.
Yeah. So Tyler. What's his name? Lamar might get outrun, whatever, but I'm not expecting his wide receivers to come open like they have in the past when we playing these running QBs. You know, we might have one breakdown here and there.
Chris, but you know what, though? Don't look for Lamar to be running a lot against the 49ers. They probably know you can get hurt running against the 49ers. They gave him all that money. Now they want him to stay on the field. Lamar has cut his running back by a large percentage this year, period. So we'll see.
He has.
Chris, what do you got for a score?
I need a 42 burger, man. I need at least a 42 burger, and hey, I would love to see them pull it out, and it's a fourth quarter comeback, so they can stop talking about those 3 games. Like, it amazes me, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna get off. It amazes me how many of these sports people on TV do not watch the games and keep talking about like Brock Purdy just broke down those 3 games, man. Like, I'll turn it off whenever I hear him start saying that. So,
and then we get all into it, I said, man, come on, man. But you know what? Every one of those shows has an opposition person on it. I always like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shady McCoy was fighting with James Jones and Joy Taylor the other day. Shady McCoy! And he was on our side. I said, what?
Look, I think even Nick picked us today, man. Nick Wright picked us today.
See? They can smell it. They can see the right. You said 42-17, right?
I didn't say what they want to have, but I'm just going 42. 17 sounds good. Yeah, let's give them 17.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Somebody else said 42. What do you want? You got to give them something. What do you got to give them?
Let's do 42-19. I don't know. Let's do like we've been beating the Eagles and the Cowboys.
All right. That's what I'm looking for, too. All right, fam.
Yeah, man.
Chris, we got to go.
All right,
Good
man.
hearing
Have
from you
fun. Merry
again.
Christmas to everybody.
All right.
You too.
Merry Christmas to you, too. And Red Eye, you really are a jerk. You talk too much. And ain't nobody old as you. Get the hell out of here. Hey, Bill.
Ronbo.
Yes, Bill.
Well, what I've got to say is not good.
This is good. Last time you did this, we prevailed. Go ahead.
Ronbo, taxes have been harsh to Denise, the girl that I'm with. She's leaving tomorrow before Christmas. She can't take enough of what Texas has done. She put in like over 5,000 applications, been denied. They have not given her an opportunity. When she did get one, they let her go out of stuff that wasn't cool. She is taking off tomorrow, and I believe she was the good luck charm, Ronbo. And things are going to be bad. I'm going to be alone on the holidays. They've not been pretty cool here. They've been rude. And I'm not feeling Monday. And when I don't feel Monday, that's a bad thing. I don't got to win. I actually got us losing. And many things around it. I want us to win. Again, I want to be wrong, but it's not been an easy time. And they've not been kind here. They have done a lot of things that was illegal that anybody else would have gotten justice. I haven't. I haven't even pulled recordings. It's still not good enough. She just don't want to handle the heat. She don't want to deal with discrimination, the racism towards me. She just don't want to deal with it anymore. And I did everything I could. So,
Bill, one thing about this
she
world,
is gone tomorrow. Her dad never liked me. He jumped the first shot he got, and he didn't want to try to talk it and work it out. He never gave me a chance. And, it's just terrible. I hope the Cowboys lose. They deserve to lose this Sunday. There's nothing. Texas shouldn't even be given nothing for what just happened. Cruel, and if they looked into it, it was wrong. I got us losing 45 to 10.
Well, okay.
And there's a lot of things behind that. So,
Bill,
I want them to win.
You've been through a lot.
It was a bad day for everybody, and this could be a bad day.
Yeah.
Not saying they won't rebound. This could be a bad day for the Niners on Christmas. But for anything, Niners, give me a win on Christmas.
Yeah.
I need it.
You do, Bill.
I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
Give me a Niners shout out. I'm gone.
Can't do, Bill. And hang in there, Bill. It's going to be okay, man. Time takes care of things like that, as nasty as they are. You've been through a lot this last year, too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bill. Niners! Hey, guys, Put a word up for Bill, man. He's going through a terrible time here. This is the second time this season. Bill, hang in there, buddy.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you Sunday, okay? I'll be looking for you.
We'll try.
All right. All right,
bye.
All right, Bill. Man. Let's go check it. Hey, Kyle style.
Hey, Bill. You're wrong about one thing. I'm gonna let you know you ain't gonna be alone on Christmas. Look me up on Facebook, Kyle Style Meyer. That's Kyle Style Meyer, Meyer. Add me as a friend.
Yeah, that's good.
All right,
stuff,
let's go, brother.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ain't no one gonna be alone on Christmas. Hell
Should
no.
not be. No, as long as there's another 49er fan around, that's true. I like that, Kyle.
Yeah.
Good. Bill, there you go. Bill, you still got plenty of love all around you, man.
Oh yeah.
Kyle.
All right, I got nothing but love for the Niner faithful in this community. Nothing but love.
I mean, that's the bad thing about, there's nothing about having a football team or any club that you really like, baseball, whatever the professional sport is. It can keep you on a nice, even, healthy mental keel, Because the 49ers had everybody dragging down for a while. Now, for the last few years, it's been always exciting. Even when we weren't winning the Super Bowl, it was still intense. We were moving, we were grooving, we were always going in the right direction. Just that, everybody can't win the Super Bowl. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't understand that. Your team is not necessarily bad just because you didn't win the Super Bowl. In fact, if you're in the money all the time like we have been for the last, 3 out of 4, 5, last 4 years? 5? Well, we had 1 year since
Kyle driving me crazy. We're so close.
We're always in the mix.
Close.
Yeah. So,
we have to get it. But speaking of a team that was almost in the mix, I wrote out some lyrics for your song. You want to hear them?
I do, yeah.
I want to cry like an eagle, number 5 seed. I want to cry like an eagle, let the Niners bury me. I want to cry. And the same thing's going to happen to the Ravens. This is what we did. Like you said, high caliber team.
Yep.
Hey, come and play the Niners. We're going to pull your pants down. We're going to spank your butt.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's coming Christmas Day.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall, it seems, with the 49ers. I was all worked up on every big game we played this year, and this was no exception. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? I thought this way about every game we played. There's supposed to be a bad team coming in, really badass. And they would come in, and we just school them. And I said, so maybe we'll keep that up.
That's what we do. That's what we do. So in the last 2 games, we've got a total of 73 points on offense, and the Ravens have 60. But we've allowed 45, whereas the Ravens have allowed 38. So it's a balance.
Yeah.
But one of those games was the last game the Ravens played was against the Jaguars. They won that 23-7. We won against the Jaguars 24-3. So, what's to be expected here? The Ravens, they're a good team. They're suffering some injuries. We have a few, but we're rolling. We're rolling. Oh yeah. But the Ravens lost Mark Andrews and I think Mitchell.
Yeah. That running back Mitchell, that hurt him bad. But that big dude, Gus, man, God, Jesus, he's like driving a car down the street and trying to step in front of it and stop it. My God, he's heavy. And he runs good. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. But hey, a shout out to RG. He kind of picked my brain when he said that this might be a Super Bowl preview.
Yeah.
And we might not pull out all the stops to win this game. That was pretty much what I was going to start with, and I was like,
okay, but Kyle, why would you think that though? Because that could affect. That's the difference between being on the road for the playoffs and staying home. You got to play every game with reckless abandon.
Yeah, you do. But at the end of the day, at the end of the season, really, if we lose this game with tiebreakers, we're still ahead of both the Eagles and the Cowboys. As long as we beat the Commanders and the Rams, then no matter what, we have that number one seed spot in there. Would be nice to.
Wait. I just realized something. The Eagles are 10? They haven't won. That's right. The Eagles are 10-4, 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cowboys.
They're 10-4, and the Cowboys are also 10-4. But even
You're
if
right.
we're
What was I
tied,
thinking?
we still had it. So we're almost in a way 2 games ahead of them.
And if you just don't lose to the Commanders or the Rams for the NFC thing, and then I forgot about that. We got a game lead on those clowns.
Oh yeah, they're like a game and a half, essentially. So. But it's going to be it's going to be a good game. I think it's a good game for us, anyways. Like I said, we're going to do what we did to the top dogs. We're going to pull the pants down, spank them in the butt, and send them on their way back home.
And don't give them their pants. God, what do you got for a score?
Oh, with that being said, are you ready for it?
Yes.
I got 52-28.
Oh, the biggest score of all the year! My God!
And that's not just offense. I smell at least
defense,
1 pick six,
INTs, yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna call it now. We got 2 Brandon Ayuk touchdowns coming.
Yo, because they got nobody that can guard him. Look out for Debo too. One of them Debo specials.
Oh yeah.
Going down the field, running past and over people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe someone might catch a pass in enough space to trip and fall and get back up again and run it in.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Kyle Shanahan's offense. My God, guys, got plenty of time too after you catch the ball.
Oh yeah.
Like Kyle, always great to hear from you. Let me see you Sunday after we watch the Cowboys lose another game, so I can lose my mind laughing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll send you a super chat. Probably,
all right.
I'll be busy that night, but hey, Ronbo,
thanks,
I would like to give you a Niner shout out if you would do it with me. You ready?
You ready? 3, 2, 1. Niners! Kyle, see you Sunday. If you haven't got, if you have time, we'll see you Sunday or Monday, one or the other. All right.
Have a good night, brother.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What was I thinking? Hey, Steven.
What's that, Ronbo?
Steven, us, man, being a 49er fan is one of the best things you can be this year. Well, it always is, but especially now. We have the license to talk whatever trash we want, and I do.
Here's the problem with that, Ronbo. Here's the problem with that.
Okay, here we go.
Every time we talk a lot of shit,
yeah,
it always blows up in our face.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, because I said that. I didn't say anything about the Cowboys or the Eagles. I was worried to death. I was worried to death about this team, too. I still am, to a degree. I think I'm trying to talk myself into not worrying. I hate worrying.
But I worry about the Ravens, too. I think anyone who is a rational thinker will worry about the Ravens. Only because
you have to.
Jim Harbaugh, for what it's worth, has been known to put the brakes on the 49ers. He did it against his brother in the Super Bowl, of all places, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
He knows what it's like to be on that spotlight. And his defensive coordinator is no slouch either. That man can really stop a good time. I am worried going into this game, but I will say this. Whoever wins this game will set the tone for the rest of the season. And I mean that in the most honest way possible. I mean, if we lose, then obviously, we'll see them in the Super Bowl, but we probably might not win, If we win, we know we're going to win the Super Bowl. Because not only did we beat the Eagles, we beat the Cowboys, we beat every team possible that is probably at their best in their home on live TV at almost at prime time. I mean, really. We had the comeback of a century smacking the shit out of Philly. We teed off against the Cowboys and kicked their ass at home.
Don't forget the Ravens. They're in a 5-game winning streak. We ended that.
Yeah. And Ronbo, it's for us to. I'm telling you, if we win this game, Ronbo, we're most likely probably going to win that Super Bowl, and it's not even going to be a fair fight either. We're going to run right through them. Whoever it may be.
Especially if the 49ers seem to play their best football after a rest, don't give the 49ers rest and only make them play 2 games. Oh, man. That's why they got to get there. By the way, is Kyle Shanahan eligible this year for Coach of the Year? And do you think – well, go ahead. What do you think about that question? Because they never give it to him because they think he has too much talent to be considered, Coach of the Year.
That's a tough one, Ronbo. That's a tough one because in order to be Coach of the Year, in my opinion, you kind of have to do what the coach for the Kings did. I mean, I'm going to jump from a different sport. You kind of have to do what the coach for the Kings did in one season.
Or the Giants of the New York Giants of last year.
Yeah. I mean, you really got to turn it around. You can't be like, oh, yeah, I built this empire after like 10 seasons, Who else could have done that?
It took forever to do it, huh?
You know what I mean? Yeah, if it took you forever to do it, are you really the best coach?
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, but who?
Great.
So that means DeMeco Ryans is in the running. There's been a couple more teams. But, and one of the questions before we run out of time.
I think Mike McDaniel deserves it.
Well, Mike's had that team. I mean, he's got Tyreek. He's got what is the name of the kid next to him with the 4.3 speed?
Waddle?
He's got a decent Waddle. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's suffering from impoverished from bad players. So maybe
true, yes, but he also changed the way Tua now plays.
That's true. They should have gave it to him last year. And also,
so I mean,
is it necessarily that the Ravens will go for the AFC? Is anybody over there that can beat them?
Right now, Ronbo, I think there are 2 teams right now fighting for that number 1 seed. Obviously, it's Miami. Obviously, it's the Ravens. Obviously, it's, the Bills. I mean, the Jags are even kind of in the mix, which is kind of crazy to me. They're kind of in the mix. If Kansas City drops another game, Jags are back in the, running for getting that number 1. It's very neck and neck in the AFC right now. No real team is very dominant. I mean, the Ravens are efficient. Just like the Niners, we're efficient. Are we super dominant? I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that, but we're more efficient than anything. We're not flashy. We're very 1-2, 1-2. Very much like I don't even know how to put it. Like a very classical boxer. Yeah. We're no Mike Tyson. We're no Floyd Mayweather. We're just 1-2, 1-2, and it gets it done every time.
Haymaker. Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see.
It's going to be exciting, Ronbo. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure the entire NFL world is going to be, stopped in its place for this game. I mean, time might even stop still. Time might even stand still. Shit, we might even see the second coming of Jesus Christ in the audience for this game.
He walks. While the 49ers are holding up the Lombardi, a man comes over in robes and grabs a trophy. You can thank me for this.
All right, Ronbo, this is probably the most hyped game of the NFL ever. I mean, how can you? Maybe it's because I'm a 49er fanatic. Who knows? But I think 2 juggernaut teams who haven't faced off against each other in a very long time in a situation where they're both dominant in their own conference. On Christmas Day, Ronbo, the last time we ever, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last time we ever faced the Ravens while we're both equally this good was the Super Bowl.
I know.
Steve, that was in 2013. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. And it's way too long. That's why people like Rudy and Hawks fans, you guys can't win a trophy now. Well, we beat your ass every year. Hey, give me a score, Stephen, for this weekend or this game.
I don't do scores, Ronbo, but I said we're going to win.
I think so.
We're going to catch that. We're going to catch the W.
Steve puts W's down.
Great Christmas.
All right, fam. I will see you Sunday on Christmas Eve because I can't stand it. I got to talk after watching them games.
I know, Ronbo, it's hype.
Yes, it's fun. All right, fam. Have a great night and Merry Christmas if I don't see you. And I'll see you in a few days anyway. All right. Night, Stephen.
Exactly.
And give my Miss Little
Merry
Rome,
Christmas.
too. All right. And Mrs.
I
Stephen.
will.
Night, fam.
night.
Hey, it's time for some Latino heat. Latino heat. Latino heat. Latino heat. Emilio.
What's happening?
It's always you, mi amigo. Emilio, man, and I always love your spin on these kind of situations. Okay, here come the Ravens. And we've seen some good teams this year. Yeah, that's them, them folks. And here we go again.
Oh, okay.
Same kind of headline. Oh, here come the Cowboys and the 49ers in real trouble now. 49ers going to travel to the East Coast down to deal with the Eagles. And the 49ers claim the only reason they didn't go to the Super Bowl last year is due to the fact they lost their quarterback. We go find out now, ain't we? And now, here's Lamar. Emilio, are you scared?
One thing I have noticed, the last time we've lost to the Ravens has been in Baltimore.
Yep.
We haven't really had a chance to play them at home. And we lost close games. It wasn't no blood either on Baltimore. When we played on Thanksgiving them years back with hardball, and then 2019 when we played with Jimmy.
Hey, we played the Ravens that year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the year that Lamar just came into the league, yeah. God, that boy was scared. I was scared to death before that game. And I was right. Lamar was, God, he could move. Ooh, damn. I hated it when he started running.
I mean, I could say he's gotten better. I think what it was, it was Greg Roman. He making him run. He was really treating him like Kaepernick because in the beginning he did remind me like Kaepernick. I'm like, this dude is just running the ball, barely throwing. I'm like,
but you know what? He could not throw as good as Kaepernick, though. I still say he can't throw as good as Kaepernick.
So now I can say he's actually getting better. He's gotten better.
He's gotten better,
though. Say that. So,
yeah.
He's a whole different player now than he was before. I can say that much about Lamar. He's just like, man. He's big, so he's like, you know what? He's not. If you compare him to anybody, I mean, like Dante Culpepper, because Culpepper was big too, and he was hard to take down, and he was fast too. I mean, the only thing Dante Culpepper, he did have a hell of an arm.
Yeah, Culpepper would hit people with them passes. Yeah, Lamar's not got that kind of arm. Well, he does, but Lamar's accuracy is questionable. He doesn't throw anybody open. He doesn't throw timing routes. He's like Cap, actually, but Cap had a better arm, though. And actually better accuracy, too.
It's just what you notice with, the thing what I do notice with Lamar, he's not comparing him to, what's his name, Tyler DeMurray, but I mean, he does run around first and then throws the ball.
No. Kyler and Jalen, they teach everybody how to do that. Kyler and Jalen do that more than anybody else, though.
Like I said, he's playing you come back to Lamar. He is playing a lot better. So he's gotten a lot smarter with his throws. He's taking the throw a lot better than he was before. So that's one thing I can't take from Lamar. This whole game plan is going to be try to contain him and force him to throw.
I hate that.
They force him to throw, he's going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't really see them putting up too many points. They'll give us a fight like always, like every other team has had, but I think we're able to control them and contain them. I don't see Lamar running around like you think he can. That's where it's been killing us. I mean, you see, we've been playing scrambling quarterbacks that haven't been able to do all that stuff they've been doing. They'll get a run here and there like they have, but it hasn't been like crazy over the past couple of years. Where they just like run all over us and it's like, hey, we can't contain this. It's been helping.
Emilio, did you notice one thing though?
Being our coordinator.
But one question to me though. Did you notice one thing though? Kyler did not bust out running as much as he did last time. And actually, Jalen.
No, that's what I was saying. That's what I was just saying.
I just want to point to that. Jalen
Go
also.
ahead.
Here's something. After they get paid, I think somebody says to him, "Look, you may have to scale back on the run a little bit because you're getting paid like $50 million a year. We need you out there for the whole season." Now you notice Lamar ain't running that much this year, and it's week 15 or 16. Yeah. Is there a coincidence? He missed 2 years, and all of a sudden he's staying out there longer after he got that bag. I think he's running back less on purpose.
No, of course you think about it. They don't want to get hurt. You know, I think it was the same thing with Mahomes. They don't run as much. They look to throw more. And I think it's more of their skill set. They get used to the offense. They start learning what they need to do.
Got rid of Greg Roman.
It's kind of one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn. Well, like I said, I think that was their problem. That's what we did a lot with Greg Roman, run the ball.
All
Once
the time.
they got rid of Greg Roman, you see Kaepernick was a whole different quarterback. They were trying to make him play the cup, and I'm like, that's not what he was, and that's the fault that we had with Kaepernick, trying to make him a running pocket quarterback when he wasn't. There's some, you can teach a quarterback to do it, but if he's looking to throw, he's looking to throw, and he's not gonna really learn that pocket. Yeah, basically that thing overnight too. It's not gonna happen just overnight. Just thinking you finna just change his playing stuff. Because it took even our own Hall of Famer Steve Young. It took Steve Young a minute to learn how to do it. If you want to be you see how Wall something. You want to be a Hall of Famer, then you got to learn how to play this pocket.
You got to create a pocket. Give me a score for him. Oh yeah.
I said we won. No, I'll give you a score. Okay. I said we win 34-17.
34. You either got 34 and they get 17. All right. Well, you're at work, I imagine, huh? Because you normally, when you're off.
No, well, I'm heading home. I got up a little. I got up a little. Got up a little bit early. I'm heading home.
All right. I'll tell you what. You go ahead and get home, and I'm gonna see you Sunday because I'll be sneaking around with this show, getting in here and doing it. Hey, Sunday's Christmas Eve anyway. That's legal. Hey, Christmas Day. It's a Monday night game. You got to do it. All right, fam. Have a good night.
So, and just one more thing. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Everything will be all right, man.
For Bill, yeah.
It ain't in this world, man. You always got to realize somebody's always going through something worse, man. I know it ain't what you want to go through the holidays right now, but, man, keep your head up, man. You'll be all right.
So true.
And hope for a Niner win, man. You'll feel a lot better after that, man. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you will. All right. All right, Bill.
All
right, fam.
All right, have a good night.
And it's Z.
Ronbo.
Z.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I got one thing to say.
I knew it.
The dark one is here.
As long as you don't attend a clan meeting, let me say that. Hey, Z, you know what, Z? Here's that game again. Now, we've had 3. This will be 4. We've had 4 games that we came into. Oh, here we go. And 3 out of those 4 games so far, 49ers taught classes. They held a clinic. Can we look for that to happen again, or will this be that doomsday game that we finally have to give it up?
Personally, what I think is going to happen, I think it's going to be the closest game we probably played so far.
Okay.
And by me saying that is it's going to be a back and forth. So basically, what's going to happen is our defense is always going to do what our defense does, but it's going to be up to Purdy to put us in a situation where we're going to have to leave it to special teams, Moody or whoever, to get us over that hump. That's right.
And you said special teams. The first thing I worry about was who. Boy, I tell you what, if Ronnie Bell cannot, he's had 2 games where he came that close to screwing us completely up. He had one special teams move where he knocked the ball out of bounds and saved things. Come on, Ronnie. Oh, my God. Scared me to death last week. But go ahead. Oh.
Just like that Cleveland game, Brock Purdy put us in a situation where we could have won that, but
Jake Moody,
and I think that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I think that's going to happen again, and I think Purdy's going to put us in a situation where somebody else going to have to get us over that hump. So, and that's what I personally think, and I'm okay with that. If it comes out of that.
But Z, just to say something for Jake, the wind and rain was killing him that day. And everybody says that is not an excuse. He had the same conditions in Iowa. Okay, with the 49ers in that stadium, there will be no problem. Jake's been money moody for the last 6-7 weeks. That boy's good now.
and I think he's going to succeed when they give him a chance to do it again.
See, where are you?
Personally, I think that
you got a lot of outside noise going on there. You can. Is that your microphone rubbing against something, or what's going on?
That probably is. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, there's just a lot of extra noise. All right, go ahead. Clear it up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me now? That sounds better.
No, I can hear you clearly. It was the other noise that was going along with you, drowning you out. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said, it's going to be a close game. My prediction, my score prediction is, I always been saying this exact score for the past 10 games, and I never can get it. I'm going to go 34-31 Niners.
Oh, no. See, no wonder you're talking about special teams. You're gonna put us in another heart attack situation. Oh, I don't want that. Those games are exciting, though. I just don't want to be bothered with it with the Ravens. Oh, God. It will be fun, though.
But you got to ask yourself this question. Would you rather beat them now or later? That's the real question. That's what it comes down to.
Okay, so you know what? I have thoughts about that as well, because here's the thing. You beat the Ravens now, and they may be better prepared if we see them in the Super Bowl. I have mixed emotions about winning or losing this game, because if you beat the 49ers this time, they will kill you next time. And then, of course, like I forgot we have a game lead on them silly boys and the Feagles, you know. So I'm, maybe, it's not a terrible thing. The world won't be ending if we should lose a close game. Can't get blown out by the Ravens, but a close loss, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna be nauseated and everything else. But I'm gonna say, okay, but you know what? We win the next two games clean. That means we started another cycle. 49ers will beat the Ravens to death and anybody else in the playoffs. No worry. That's my thinking on that.
Yeah. So one more thing. I got one more thing. I said that already. So I would rather. I mean, how would you feel about a tie, though?
No, we haven't. How was the last time we had a tie? No. I really hate ties. I can't remember the last year we tied a game. Anyway, no, I can't handle that. No ties.
Well, there we have it. Dark One says 34-31 Niners. Put me down. Hopefully I get this right and win some money on top of that.
All right, fam. I'll tell you what, I'll be back Sunday, Christmas Eve, talking about them boys. I'm looking for it. That's going to be my favorite game of the day. Cowboys and and Dolphins. Fam, have a good night. Merry Christmas to the meantime.
Dark One out. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, fam. America. It is late. Depending on where you are. All right, I was just thinking about you. Wait, let me do some America just a little longer. Shabazz, who I owe a huge apology to. I've been meaning to get back to you and tell you about that, too. Mr. Block Ice, is Mitchell healthy? What about Gray? Listen, Mr. Block Ice, I can tell you right now. Debo told somebody, well, the thing is, if you don't block, you don't play. Who do you think's not blocking? I guarantee you, Danny Gray is not blocking. And Kyle's not playing. He doesn't care who you are or how fast you run or how good you are. If you don't block, you're not playing. And since Kyle's established that, you could be Devontae Adams. You could be Stephon Diggs. If you come in here and you can't block, you can sit down. He's serious. Danny Gray is not blocking, I guarantee you. And maybe he didn't have to do it when he was at school, so he doesn't know anything about that. Or he's really tried and he's really bad at it. Shabazz!
Yes, sir.
Shabazz, I've been meaning to get back to you. Do you know that I completely forgot to get back to you and tell you? Shabazz, you going to any more games this year?
No. I got Vegas on my mind.
Hey.
I got Vegas on.
Okay, well, you know what? I hope that happens because if you got to get a ticket now, though. You got to get your seats now, though, because it might be sold out already. But I'm telling you right now, fam, you go be at that game if you can get in there, and we are definitely hooking up. But
Ronbo,
hmm.
it's the biggest game of our season for so many reasons.
Okay.
Okay. I'm listening to other callers as I listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, shout out to the whole Empire tonight. Everybody just was so positive, and I just, it's the holiday season, and man, I wish everybody just a blessed holiday, and that'll just be a blessing for us on Monday. But it's a win-win for us, Empire.
Yeah.
I always like to add my knowledge and wisdom into the equation. I remember earlier when we went on our 3-game streak, and I told you guys, pause, calm down. We only losing 4 games this year. Okay?
Oh, we haven't done that yet.
Don't worry. That's right. That's right. But if we beat them, which I was listening to you earlier, that's great, because we'll polish off the Commanders, and we're a veteran team. We will go into the playoffs with 2 games rest. 2 games, because nobody will play that Rams game yet. I remember I told you, Ronbo, we might have to get a Rams that last game of the season as a gift.
Oh,
listen. We playing for Super Bowls in the Bay. We the San Francisco 49ers.
I know, but I
We
just
got to
love
make
the
all the results play. If
love
we
whooping
win this
Rams'
game
ass.
Monday,
Mm.
I know, but if we win this game, think about this, Monday, right?
Yeah.
And then we beat the Redskins. The Commanders.
Uh-huh.
And we beat the Commanders. Everybody's resting.
Yeah.
It's like a preseason game. You're
That's
not
true.
having nobody out there.
That's true.
Finally they can have something, and Rudy and everybody else that called in. So here, y'all can have that. We'll let them in.
Wait, Shabazz, wait. There's no guarantee if Sam Darnold and company don't hand the Rams another butt whooping, because, see, Kyle is still going to be calling the plays.
But you know what? Now that would be the fun.
Oh, I'd never get through laughing. I say, Rams, get up off the ground, shut your mouth, and know your damn role. I love that.
So it's a win-win for us either way. The good thing is this: if we lost, I'm not saying we are, right?
Yeah.
Great, because guess what? Lamar gets the MVP. We ain't got to hear no more about that.
Uh-huh.
We see them in the Super Bowl again, and everybody will dump their money on them like some dummies.
Yep.
And Vegas will come up.
I know.
That's what I keep telling everybody.
Super
So I ain't worried.
Scary thing to bet on, man. I see more dudes down through the years have to damn near sell their house. I said, you know what? I told you to leave that Super Bowl alone. Ooh.
Yeah. So the Bills is hot. Right now we hot. The Cowgirls are in trouble. They got to play Miami. Oh my God.
Couldn't happen to a better team.
Yeah. So I have never been more relaxed going into a game where this is going to be a game that's stress-free to watch. All I ask for is health, our health. And if Armstead needs to rest another week, that's fine. With the team and the makeup that we have, and with Brock being the guy he is, and all the naysayers that like to run their mouth, shut your mouth.
They're fueling him.
He is what
That's
he
why
is.
he's playing as well as he is, because they keep talking. He acts like he doesn't care, but he does.
Yeah, and he put it on tape, and he's a humble guy, okay? And, come on, man. It'll be great. It will be great to get this win, because to get this win and take care of business against Washington, the 1 seed is wrapped up. That last game against the Rams, put the starters on the shelf. Even if you give them 1 series. I say like the preseason. Just give them 1 series. Give them the first series. Go out there. Get a field goal. Everybody's healthy. Put all the reserves in, and there it is. And that's dangerous for the NFL, because nobody will beat us up there.
Yeah.
Nobody will beat Levi. Here's a fun fact in the playoffs.
I agree.
We ain't never lost to Levi in the playoffs. We undefeated at home.
Did
you know that, Ronbo?
Wait a minute, undefeated against home against who?
We're undefeated in the playoffs at Levi, where everybody hates Levi. And they,
Oh.
Candlestick. We've never lost at Levi in the playoffs.
You know, you're right. In the playoffs, you're right. That's why it's so impertinent. Shabazz, what's going to be the score?
31-27, Ronbo.
To a close, cliffhanging game. Is it us or them? It's us?
Us.
All right.
Yeah, they cover. They cover because it's 5.5. They cover.
That's what Vegas is doing.
Cover.
They know the 49ers are going to win it, but they think they're going to win it close. And they put that spread out there for the suckers that don't know. They're going to be paying up.
Yeah, they cover. And bada boom, bada bing. 31-27. Easy.
Shabazz, I'm tell you what.
Yeah, they cover.
We're going to go and Merry Christmas. I'm going to be back Sunday, though, because there's going to be some fun games to talk about on Sunday and how it affects us. All right.
Right. And I'll see you Sunday. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Shout out to production. Shout out to my man, Lee in SoCal. Shout out to the Memphis 9 Empire. Shout out to the rest of the faithful. I will be selling my playoff tickets. So I'm not going to no game until it's time to go to the dance.
Yes, indeed. They can't stop us. They just can't do it.
Buzz. That's it. All right, Ronbo. I'll check back in Sunday. Bang, bang.
Niner gang. Happy holiday, fam. Talk to you in a bit.
Happy holiday. All right.
Yeah, man. Don't let us win this game, fam. I'm besides myself. Because then the astronomical lead, you win one more game, and the Rams in there, all right, we're going to get you guys so we can get in the playoffs. Look, I'm telling you something right now, L.A. You may not get the 49 team that you want. You may go ahead and you may get some Brock Purdy and company. Now what's he going to do? If you need this game to get into the Super Bowl or into the playoffs, you ain't getting in the Super Bowl. No, there's no question about that. But if you think you need this game to get into the playoffs and you got to get past us to get it, no. God, Kyle Shanahan ain't listening to me, but boy, if it was up to me, I'd pay my starters for at least the first half. Boy, y'all don't need to. I'm going to keep you a squirrel trying to get a nut. Mr. Block Ice asking thoughts on how many carries our other running backs get. Mr. Block Ice, maybe 5 maximum. Kyle is not going to let those guys play. I don't know why they mentioned Elijah Mitchell being healthy. He's not going to play. Hey, because he got. Why would I play Elijah Mitchell too? I got Jordan Mason's healthy. Elijah just got off the list. I'm going to put him back on the IR or whatever. No, Elijah. Just warm up and sit down. Yo, Ellis!
Ronbo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, pull me up.
All right, come on in. Oh, I see. You got Brock Purdy in a squat. Yeah, with the Xing out of the Cardinals, the Bird. You got the Bird family taken out. Ellis.
Yes, sir.
I love what he does. He's doing that a lot lately.
Man, just trying to switch it up a little bit, man. And let me see. Yeah. So what we on? What we on tonight?
Tonight we're just scores night. We'll talk about the impact that the Sunday schedule has on the 49ers on Sunday, and then get ready for Monday night. Hey, I see that ball player behind you. What's up, boy? Yeah.
Hi, Ronbo.
What's up?
How you doing?
Sup?
Sup, you?
How are you?
Doing great. Because we're the 49ers, fam. You know what I'm saying? So being a 49er fan is like the best thing on the planet right now.
That's for sure.
Oh, it's good to see you two together. You know
sure.
what?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
I mean, we're sitting there speculating and giving a score for this game. Because Lamar's got everybody scared, especially me. I mean, I'm the boogeyman. As I walk, when as kids, you go in the bedroom and Mama turns the light up. Mama, the boogeyman is in here, Mama. Boy, if you don't go to sleep, it was Lamar Jackson the whole time. That dude scares me, man. Oh, and I was
man.
What, go ahead, I'm listening.
It's about that time, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
I know.
Hey, y'all, this is it. We're here now. We're getting close to that. We're getting close to that end of the regular season. We're in really good standings. Won a lot of games that we were supposed to win. Done a great job in, securing, just our presence and what we are looking to, represent in this NFL season, man. And it's a good feeling, but we still got a lot of work to do. And a couple of things that I'm concerned about, man. Let me get right to it. Juwan Jennings still on concussion protocol.
Yes.
We got to understand something. He's probably a better blocker than Brandon Ayuk.
He's probably, you're right. Because he really takes his man out.
Out of our wide receivers, he's the best blocking wide receiver we have. So, with that being said, a lot of what we do, when it comes to getting to the
fingerprints
and upfield, have a major effect on the play call in this game if we do not get Juwan on the field. I'm hoping that maybe they're just holding out and waiting till tomorrow, and then they'll say, "Oh, Juwan Jennings passed concussion protocol and he's good." That's all the news that we need. By him not practicing all week, that may be very well why they're doing that, because they want to give him as much time out as possible so he can get reevaluated and he can be like a last minute, green light. But we need Juwan Jennings, because if we don't, that's putting more strain on, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. It's taking away less opportunities for them. And Juwan Jennings is a lot of the reason why we have so many upfield opportunities in the run game as well, downfield opportunities. And so that's a big concern for me, Ronbo. Time of possession. That game last week against the Cardinals, I think they might have had double or more of the time of possession that we did. It didn't really. You couldn't tell in the score. You couldn't tell in the score, but the Cardinals had the ball longer than we did.
They had the ball longer than the 49ers did there.
Check the first half.
Was that in the first half? The 49ers. I did. In the first half, the 49ers had the ball longer, but they may have caught up in the second half because they were running the ball a lot, and that's what they'll do it every time.
I don't think so, Bo. I think they had the ball more than we did. But either or, the time of possession is going to be key in this game more than any other game, because we know that this team is really great offensively, especially with Lamar Jackson. They got Nelson Aguilar. They got Odell Beckham. He's made some big plays this year. I know we're not stopping him all in all, Ronbo, but when you count guys out like that do have are skilled players and that have played well in this league, even if he has bounced around, we end up getting bit in the ass. So we have to make sure.
I'm just thinking that who's he gonna burn? He can't burn Mooney. He ain't gonna beat Demo. I don't know, where's he gonna get his juice? I don't. We'll see.
They got Rashad Bateman. That's a first round draft pick out of Minnesota. Yeah. He's still good. Isaiah Likely, that tight end. They got Charlie Collard. Charlie played with Brock at Iowa State. I don't know how if he's hurt or if they got him more as a blocking tight end, and Isaiah Likely maybe he's catching more passes now that Andrews is out. But they got the backfield still. I know they don't have Keaton Mitchell. That's a key player that they got out. We're lucky. We dodged a major bullet with him not playing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking
Mitchell
is scary. But that dude Gus, what's his name? That boy weighs 238. Oh my God, 6'1" and not a lot of fun.
And not having Eric. If we got Javon Hargrave, I feel a lot better. If we don't have him, and of course we're not going to have Armstead. This is it's going to be interesting. I'm gonna say that.
If they're smart, they're going to run.
Yeah. So I mean, we got to come with it, man. We don't have really time for mental mistakes. I'm looking for the secondary to play really well. Hopefully, Diamador is not too injured and he's able to play and sustain a whole, full length 4 quarters of play. Given the rib injury and stuff like that,
Yeah,
we need him healthy.
He worked out today.
Okay.
Well, full participant actually.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful news then. And but when it comes to rapping and tackling, when you have a rib injury, how much that affects you. So if that's not a factor anymore, then that's full news. But yeah, man, those are my concerns. This is the hardest player here. This is a great matchup, and this is the next true test in line for sure.
Should be. Give me that score, Ellis.
We coming back on
Sunday.
We coming back on Sunday or not?
Oh yeah, Christmas Eve, and especially all them games, the good games to be played. Yeah, we got to talk about how the impact it has on us. But
all right, yeah. So the score, man, I'm gonna do. He over here clowning. I'm gonna do 38-24.
All right.
38-24.
Everybody knows they're not going to get shut out. Yeah, but they ain't going to stop us from scoring either.
I think 17 would be a shocker. 21 is like, okay, they got 21, but we shouldn't let them exceed that. If they do, so be it. As long as at the end of the game we got more points, then we in the dump.
That's it. There it is.
All right, man.
All right, you too. Johnny, y'all have a good night.
Josh, yeah.
Wait. Who's Johnny? Johnny's your daughter. This is Josh. Yes, I got to put them names down. The squad.
Sorry, Bo, it's late. It's all good, man. Shout out to Faithful, though, man. Y'all know what it is. Shout out Evan. Shout out Papa D. Shout out Frank. Shout out Donut Tanisha. Shout out to all the Tonys, man. Shout out Emilio. Yeah. Shout out Emilio. Who? Never mind.
What do you say?
Shout out nobody. I don't know. You say Michael Jackson?
Man, he doesn't know about Michael Jackson. He's still young.
Out, son. He tripping. Hey, man. But y'all know what it is. Like, subscribe. You know where you at, man. Wipe your feet. And yeah, man. Let's finish our food, man. Let's keep eating.
Yeah,
let's keep eating. You see the next bird. Y'all see the next bird, okay? All right. Much love to the faithful. Y'all know what it is. Shout out production. Thank you, Ronbo.
Merry Christmas, Josh. Ellis. All right. See y'all shortly.
Merry Christmas.
Peace.
Thanks, Josh.
Shout out to Night of Faithful.
Yeah.
Thanks, fam. Night show. Happy holiday. Let's roll over quickly to Colin. Hey, Colin. Colin. Ooh, Colin.
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
Colin, I can hear you now.
Ronbo.
Come on in, man.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Could be my system.
Ronbo, I number one, I'm tired of the Brock Purdy debate. Can we get over it?
I know, right?
Like, Cam Newton got his name in the viral feed. Good for you, buddy. No one cares. Let's get over it.
He's just.
Let's move on.
It was uncalled for. That's why. Go ahead.
No. Look, hey, all due respect, the man was a fantastic quarterback. He was a talented individual, and he has a unique perspective when he clarified it. I still think he's full of, you know what? So I think it's more jealousy because all I heard at the end of all that nonsense, Ronbo, was, man, if only I had all those offensive weapons, I'd still be in the league today.
Cam had weapons. He had, and for God's sakes, he had Christian McCaffrey a year, and he still sucked. And you know what? His defense was lights out. So I don't know. Cam.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you got CMC and what else? But I get it. Hey, we're gonna end that debate. Look, all I'm wondering is if Purdy's gonna have a ring in his first full season in the NFL, which is something special.
Wouldn't that be special?
I think he's definitely gonna do it. Whether it's MVP or not, honestly, I think it's splitting hairs between him and McCaffrey. They're on the same offense, and let's be honest, we can't do without either of them. So what do we do? Splitting hairs. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
I do. I do.
How can we have that argument? It's so difficult. Now, coming up against the Ravens. Oh, go ahead, Ronbo. Sound like you were going.
I was going to say that it's the fact that the things that are leaning on everybody's minds that have said things bad about Brock at the beginning of the season are now coming back to bite them in the ass. So now, for them to say something, I was wrong about what I said about Brock Purdy in the middle of the season. I'm telling you right now, I'm on the Brock Purdy wagon. You know what? How much respect I'd have for one of those analysts if they did that? Just admit that you were what you said at the beginning of the season, and now say I hadn't seen enough football from this kid. I want to express full confidence in him. It's not about the system. You can't put anybody out there to play NFL quarterback and they're going to succeed automatically. I don't care what the system is. You got to know what you're doing. Brock Purdy knows what he's doing. He's putting up the numbers and later for all the other outside noise. And one of those guys came in and said that Shady McCoy did it. I got all the kind of respect in the world for Shady McCoy recently.
Well, look, I think the debate was settled earlier when RG3 and Michael Vick. I'm sorry, we've got what is Cam Newton the only MVP or former MVP that is doubting the kid? Like
that I know of.
I don't know. You got Steve Young, you got Jerry Rice saying he looks like Joe Montana. Like, come on, man. Like, these people ain't blowing sunshine up people's rear ends. These guys know football, and they see something special in them. Now, let's get to the Ravens, Ronbo, so I can get off the phone and let any other caller get on. But because you're always very gracious with your time with me, and it's always much obliged.
It's always good stuff.
I think this is going to go one of two ways. I think we're either going to lose by a field goal, or we're going to kick their teeth in. And why do I say that? Because that's just kind of how it goes with us, man. Like, it's going to be a nail biter, and we may not, because I'm tired of hearing it. I don't want to hear it. There's this, we can lose. No, Ronbo, we can't lose a single game until that Lombardi.
No, I don't want that. Yeah, don't. And if you do lose it, make it the last.
We cannot lose another game for the rest of the season. We can't. And if that means we got to play our second string against the Rams, fine. That'll be just fun popcorn.
Hey, listen, don't be fearful of that. The second string we got, it might be able to handle business. Oh my God, I'd be overjoyed.
Well, it would be a good scrimmage, right? It would be like, think about it, man. It'd be like the ultimate preseason pre-postseason, right?
The Rams fighting for the playoffs, and the 49ers denying them with their second string. Oh, it doesn't get better than that. That's a headline.
Oh, right. It would. Gosh, the only thing I am, it sounds like we're having Gravedigger back, so I'm a little more confident in our ability to stop the run. Yeah. Honestly, and I'll end it on this, and this is why I have a lot of confidence going into this game, Ronbo. It's the first time I've seen Steve Wilks acknowledging in a serious way that we had some serious issues with our missed tackles, and he actually said,
"I loved it."
Yeah, he goes, it's been an issue all season. It was really an issue last game. I think we all saw it. And he's like, but I think, and he said it with confidence. He goes, I've seen a lot of progression, and I like what I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. And that was good for him to say that, because that's really been our issue, man. Our guys have always been where they needed. Think of how many big plays we gave up where someone was already in the backfield with their hands on them. Mm-hmm. And they just got away.
It comes down to a fatigue factor. The 49ers came out of the bye week, and they just would not give. I think they missed 3 tackles against the Jaguars. And then the following week, I think they missed 4. And the numbers have been picking up ever since. The 49ers are getting worn out. But you know what? They've got to get over that and do the job, So we'll be fine.
I didn't play pro ball. I didn't play college, but I did play in high school. And you know what? I played defense and offense, but the fundamentals never change. When you start getting tired, go for the feet.
Right.
That's all you got. It don't hurt as bad. And guess what? If you can get a good wrap around someone's ankle, they ain't getting a yard?
Yeah.
Their
body length. Because the thing is, you're going to hit him in a spot where he has to go down. If you grab him too high, and everybody knows that, even in high school, don't be grabbing guys up above the waist unless you can't get a grip on anything else, because that's where his wheelhouse is. He's going to drag you, or he's got the chance to out a straight arm you off him. So,
Well, and why do you think McCaffrey's so effective, Ronbo? Because he's short. They can't get underneath him, and he just jumps over him like, see you.
Call it.
He's a gymnast. He's a gymnast with a football. And,
We
yeah,
gotta go.
sorry,
Colin.
I gotta
We gotta go. It's okay. Hey, let me see you Sunday.
Love you, Ronbo. Love you, fam.
Hey, back at you, fam. All right.
Yep.
Colin, we
Thanks.
haven't got your score yet? I thought we did it a long time ago. Colin, what is your score?
Oh, sure. All right. My actual score, I say 17-38. Niners.
17? All right, 38. All right. Colin! All right. Colin, I'll see you Sunday.
Love you guys. See ya.
I'll be back, fam.
Night, fam.
Night. Oscar Ladner. We should get Joseph Day for the defensive line the Chargers cut. But why the Chargers? Oscar, why'd they cut him, though? He's got some issue? The Chargers suck. They have no... I can't believe the Chargers would cut anybody. Well, maybe they cut a lot of people, actually. But the worst of the worst. Hey, Brian.
49ers. We're red and gold.
Yes, indeed.
We love the Niners until we're dead and cold. I'm just screaming their name all down in the mid-south. Because the law says,
yes,
no, you damn rolling. Shut your mouth.
Rams.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, you know what? It's predict score tonight, and we're just having a lot of fun in here with this because, you know, when you're the 49ers and you've only lost 3 games all season, and actually should have only lost 2, Jake Booty, and, you know, it's the thing that we're predicting on this game, and this is another one of those games. We've had 4. This is the 4th one coming up, and what are you thinking?
Well, first, I'm thinking like a handful of things. First of all, I'm going to reflect for the week. You know, this week are going on, and everybody's talking about the matchup or whatever. But I want to get off script for a minute. I want to piggyback on my favorite subject, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Can somebody please help Michael Parsons decide on a career choice? Are you going to be a pro football player or are you going to be a professional podcast? Either way, can you please stop crying and wondering about why do people root for you to lose?
Stop
I'm like, do you realize who you play for? You play for the damn Cowboys. They either going to love you or they're going to hate you.
And there is no in between. You're right.
It is no different than when you was at Penn State. Everybody don't love Penn State.
Damn right.
The same people, the people that you had love cheering you, there's another same number that hates you. Man, get over that. So I just want to make a decision. Are you going to be a podcast? Are you going to be?
I'll continue to whine on that podcast because Brian, the same is when they win. People, oh, look at them Cowboys! Oh my God, ride them Cowboys! But the minute they lose, here comes Micah with, let some people just sit back and they can't wait till the Cowboys lose. Micah, do you realize what you said? Boy, you need to stop. Of course you're gonna get. Everybody else has to go through it. Why you don't? Oh, I know. You think you're Cowboys. God.
He cries the biggest after the loss. It seemed like for some reason he cries the biggest crocodile tears after a loss. You know, I'm thinking like, man, get over it. I'm telling you something, and it's not going to be friendly when they face the Dolphins. Look at it, Ronbo.
They better not lose that game.
The Ronbo. Their head coach. Where does he come from? Where did he come from? What organization did
McCarthy?
he come from? Yeah. The Dolphins head coach. Where did he come from?
Oh yeah. Well, see, it's a Cowboy. It's a 49er thing, ain't it? I know.
He came from us, did it? Okay.
Going the same.
Wait, I got another one. The running back, Raheem Mostert, who could not stay healthy to save his life with a.
He's healthy now.
Who did he come from?
Another product of the 49ers.
And setting a bunch of records.
Yep.
Oh, and let me go on the other side. The defensive coordinator. Where was he at?
For the Dolphins?
For the Dolphins.
Wait, who is their DC? You know what? I don't know.
But for time's sake,
who is he?
He's a 3-4 guy. And he was with us. He was with us, Ronbo. Matter of fact,
wait,
he was
Fangio.
with us doing
is Fangio? Is Fangio over there?
Yeah.
That's right. Fangio's in Miami.
Fangio's a DC.
Forgot about that.
So the Cowboys basically going to get the same thing. They're going to get the same thing they did when they face us. They're going to get a lot of motion. They're gonna get a lot of power.
Yeah.
And they hate that. They're gonna run straight at them. And
Okay,
somebody tell the Cowboys, hey, you can't have 205-pound linebackers in the league. I'm sorry. That is not going to work.
Hey, but you know what? The offensive line might get breached, and if Tua gets pressured, for some reason he folds.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. I pray not. I pray not. But in the meanwhile, to get back on subject.
You got a couple minutes left.
I think So I think the Niners. Hey, if we stay away from turnovers, we execute. Brock Purdy, get the ball to the dogs. And most importantly, I think turnovers is going to be important too. We got to win the turnover game.
Get the ball to the dogs.
Get the ball to the dogs. That's the formula. That's the name of the formula. Get the ball to the dogs.
And
get the ball to the dogs.
Yeah.
But we got to. Yeah, but definitely we got to stay away from the turnover game. We got to stay away from the turnover.
That's a rule.
Yeah,
it's a policy.
And I've been keeping. Yeah, and I have been talking a whole lot of smack Ronbo like I normally do because they're number one too. They're number one in their side on the other side of the fence, and we're number one on this side of the fence. So when a one meets a one, that a whole lot can go on. So I respect them. Like I say, I respect them because who knows? We might see them again. We might see them again and for bigger stakes.
Yeah.
So we just got to execute. Yeah. So we just got to execute. So Kyle gonna have to, he got to call some plays.
The irresistible force versus the immovable object. There's going to be a loud noise.
Yeah. But we cannot let them. One thing though, we cannot let them get their running game going on like the Cardinals did.
The Cardinals did
last week.
Yeah, that cannot be.
No, we can't. But I think that's our kryptonite. We play down the competition. I noticed that when we play the Cardinals and somebody that's we call it
they blasé.
We get complacent.
Yeah, and not only that, I think they're just bored. The 49ers do feed off of solid competition. Brian, we need to get your score though, because before we got to go, what do you got for a score?
All right, for a score, I'm going to say 31. I'm going to say 31-21.
31-21.
And I don't want to say it. Brock might get greeted and he might throw a pick. Part of the 21 they might get a pick six. They might get one.
Maybe. You know what?
They might.
The way Brock's talking, he knows what to expect. So he may be not. We'll see. All right.
Yeah.
And also on the other side of the ball, they better watch out because we got two guys, Jair Brown, and now he's being joined by that man Mooney. Boy, I tell you what, I can't wait till this game, but you know what? Because we got another ball hawk out there now. Yeah. All right, Phil.
It's on and popping.
Shit.
But all right then, Ronbo, shout out to you. Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to production. And the law is finally out.
Appreciate you, Brian. Happy holiday.
All right.
See you Sunday.
Happy holidays, Ronbo. I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah.
See you Sunday.
Looking forward. Night, fam. It was
all
Brian.
Right, go Niners.
Yes. Stan the man.
Yeah, what's up, Ronbo? Stan the man, Niner fan, back up in this piece.
All right. Stan, we're sitting here going over the scores and what we anticipate, and can we, again, stand the heat in the kitchen? We've endured some teams that are supposed to be all that and a bag of chips have found themselves sitting out in the parking lot with nothing but an empty cup. I like about them big-time teams. The 49ers say, he's supposed to come in here. What's their record? Who are they? Bring them. And the 49ers just beat them up. Maybe that again.
Oh, yeah.
Stan, how you feeling about this game?
I feel good. I feel confident that our offense will do what they normally have been doing because we are 11-0 when all of our starters are on the field and healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. The NFL still have not figured out how to stop our offense. Okay, Kyle Shanahan is doing something extremely remarkable this year, and he figures out. See, some of the times we start off slow,
every week.
Shanahan will eventually figure out what they're doing, and he will scheme up something to score some points.
And these guys will execute. That's what I love. I mean, they get it right away. 49ers are good at doing what they're told now. And the improvisation of audibling at the line, I've seen audibling at the line. I said, Brock, you're allowed to audible? Kyle really believes in you. All right. So, that's a good thing going on.
And I'm so glad that Kyle is taking the leash off of Brock and letting him run around wild and let him do what he got to do.
Let these guys smoke. Let them burn. Let them cook. Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of the improvisation, the last game against the Cardinals, the play that Debo scored when he was wide open, they ran Debo in motion.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when the play was snapped, fake handoff to Jordan Mason, all the defensive players bid on it. And Debo just kept on going, and then boom, nice little touch. And it's stuff like that will always keep our offense in games.
Absolutely.
I'm confident we will continue to do that.
Yes.
Our weakness right now is our interior defensive line.
Well, yeah.
So I'm gonna need Javon Kinlaw to show me something, because he's a first round pick and he's having the best year since he's been with the Niners. He needs to show me something. Mr. Nick Bosa, number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
Highest paid non-quarterback.
Did you see Nick shooting through the inside last week? Yeah. You know what? They're going to adjust. And Javon Kinlaw, every time he gets a snap, it adds to his potency. Look for Javon to have a great game. I did not let you mention it. The Javons.
I'll probably give Javon Hargrave a little bit of a pass. He may play, but he's probably only going to be 80%. But I'll still take that.
I'll take 80%.
And Chase Young on the end, and Chase Young on the very end, he's a first-round pick too. He needs to show me something.
And he's good running chase. I love him on that edge, especially for Lamar.
Exactly, man. So, but that's I feel confident we will do what we got to do if we keep playing the way we have been. We have to put pressure on Lamar, keep him in the pocket, and force him to make throws. Because if he starts floating around and running around, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, I was watching that against the Jags. That it was flying out of. He's not accurate yet. I mean, he's improved from 2-3 years ago, but his accuracy is still questionable, and that's what can get him picked off. He's throwing it out of bounds, so he throws it out safely when he messes up a throw. But okay, he's got a little better, but not yet.
And speaking of his inaccuracy, he's going to be throwing against a secondary that has a player, Charvarius Ward, who's actually leading the league in interceptions.
Charvarius is leading the league in interceptions.
So bring it.
How many is it?
I think it was either wide receiver shutdowns or knockdowns or interceptions.
BPUs.
It was one of those categories.
Yeah, he's always good at that. But Charvarius led last year in tackles too. Charvarius has always got something special going on. But with the way he's working that INT now, he's got it down. He only had to work on making the catch. Yeah.
He's in the zone. I feel good about it. Just protect the ball. We got a quarterback that's leading the league in touchdown to interception ratio. So we're good.
Yes.
I'm about to get off here, man. I'm gonna give you my score.
All right.
I'm gonna say 27-21, 49ers. Bang bang, Niner gang, all day, every day.
Dude.
Peace, Ronbo.
Stay the man. Happy holiday, fam. I'll see you Sunday if you got time. All right.
All right, man.
Night. And Mr. Block Ice does say most all-purpose yards versus Ravens. CMC and Debo. Most all-purpose yards. See, wow. See, this is the thing about a shotgun. So I look at Debo and CMC. That's why they're so difficult to stop. Every time they get ready to snap the ball, they pull 2 hammers back on that old-fashioned style shotgun. Bam! Which barrel went off? No! It doesn't matter which one went off. You're going to be in real trouble when they get the ball anyway. Wait, let me answer that question. Damn. Mr. Blockhouse, I can't even answer that. I'm going to go with CMC because usually that's the case. All right, I'll go with CMC. Neither way, we both win. KC.
Yeah, what's shaking, Ronbo?
Casey, the Baltimore Ravens are shaking as they have to fly all the way over here to deal with the 49er team that's kind of brutal.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Baltimore. Fly to the other side of the country.
Yeah.
Where the Brock Purdy-led, the MVP-led 49ers are waiting for you.
Well, at least they get out of that cold weather in Baltimore as compared to, it may be chilly in the Bay Area, but not like it is in Baltimore. Hey, Casey, this is that night, man. We always like to predict and think about what we're going to do on this game. I know we got plenty of time to do it. We'll be back Sunday as well to talk about the games that impacted our situation, but we always do this on this particular night. Let's do it. Casey, give us some of that Casey wisdom as to what to expect on Monday night. Casey, are you falling under the weather? I know it's cold out in Vegas or Nevada.
No, Ronbo, I'm staying medicated. I live in Reno.
Yeah.
But
Nevada's still anywhere near the Rockies. It's getting cool. So yeah.
Man, it snowed for like 3 months straight here last year. It hasn't snowed once this year.
See,
it was actually almost warm today.
It's saving up, and all of a sudden you get all the precipitation at one time. You walk out the front door. Hey, we have a shovel in here? I can't get out the door.
Actually, Ronbo, I'm from San Jose, and there was a very thick fog of cloud fog out here this morning. It was kind of cool.
Do you remind you of Half Moon Bay? Every time I drive down that area and go Half Moon Bay, every place else will be clear, and then right around Half Moon Bay there'd be this clump of cloud, as if it was taking Half Moon Bay personal. And then drive into South City, and all of a sudden, where's that fog? They got a little bit in South City, but not like Half Moon Bay. That's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Rumbo, I'm not here to talk about the fog in Half Moon Bay. I'm here to talk about the San Francisco 49ers. And, I don't know. I think it's just gonna. I'm gonna just say 30-10. Niners in the under.
30-10 for Casey.
I mean, the funny thing is, to me, 30-10 sounds like a low-key game for the Brock Purdy 49ers.
Yeah, it does, because we held them down, and they didn't hold us down. And by the way, Casey, if you're going to make that bet, if you are going to do that, you should go for the over-under is 47.
Yeah. I really like the target number 37 with games this year. I'm kind of really surprised the Rams and the under didn't hit the other night, but that's because the Saints decided to score 15 in the fourth out of nowhere. So
I still don't know what's going on with the Saints. Maybe Tony's right about the Saints. They just suck.
They do. I mean, they're one of the most inconsistent teams. Speaking of which, though, I don't know how I got here, but I think Dan Campbell should get Coach of the Year. And maybe even my boy Kyle Shanahan, man. Kyle Shanahan's just been, just off record alone, I think the Lions get it, but I think what Kyle's doing.
Yeah, he changed that team. He did. I forgot about them.
Yeah, he sure did. Holy cow, man. People are talking about the Lions like in the Super Bowl picture, the Super Bowl window and stuff. Like the Lions aren't going to make the Super Bowl.
2 years?
Lions.
Yeah.
Oh man, someone asked me that. I was thinking about this the other day. Wasn't someone asked me? I was just thinking about this. Who's going to win a championship first, the Detroit Lions or the San Jose Sharks?
Hey, when's the last time the Sharks held that trophy? It hasn't been that long.
They made it. They made it to the Stanley Cup like 10 years ago.
They didn't win it,
but I just think no, they didn't. I think the Detroit Lions have a worse chance of winning a championship than the San Jose Sharks.
Denise used to be.
I don't see there. I don't imagine this, Ronbo. There's a takeover in San Francisco of Lion fans. It's never going to happen. There are no Detroit Lion fans worldwide that are just going to show up and take over a stadium.
There's just not enough of them anyway.
There's just not enough.
It's like when
be
people used to
30
ask me
years
about
before the Lions win the Super Bowl.
Ask around. Ask somebody, any person, any friend, anybody you know. Do you know any Lions fans? And we only know one.
I saw one today at the mall.
You should have walked up and shook his hand. Listen, I got to tell you right now, you've been through a lot of struggle and pain, and anybody that still stands behind that team, I salute you.
I asked him, "Are you lost? What are you doing here?"
That's why I used to love to ask people. Has anybody ever known a Clippers fan? Before the Clippers were losing, the Lakers owned LA, right?
Yeah.
And nobody knew anything about a Clipper fan. Billy Crystal was famous. He was the only guy that anybody knows of that's actually a Clippers fan.
Ronbo, I swear, when the Eagles started to do really good, I was at the gym and I remember one of the staff workers, "You're an Eagle fan?" Didn't know you were an Eagle. Yeah, I've been an Eagle fan my whole life, really. Because
the Eagles fans
or the Rams. The Ram fans still wearing their new hats and the tags are still on them and stuff.
Just so they can take it back. We got a 30-10 in case we're going to run out of time. We're having too much fun. Let me see you Sunday.
Oh, man. Rob, I didn't even get to talk about the Niners, man.
I know, because we were too busy clowning. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
I waited all week. I waited 5 days to get here. And you got me talking about the Detroit Lions. All right, Ronbo. Shout out to Brent Still. There's not many people I would wait 3 hours on the phone for on a Friday night, but you happen to be one of them, Ronbo.
Thanks, Casey. But I promise next time to be quiet and let you go. Okay? So I promise. I'll see you Sunday, Casey. Happy holidays in the meantime.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Ronbo.
Thanks, Casey.
Next one's for you, man.
Thanks, man. Got it, man.
Yeah.
Night,
later, boss.
There's Tony Nagatani in the blue waters of Hawaii. Didn't Elvis Presley do one of his road shows in Hawaii? Chase Young is about to make the last scheduled primetime game appearance of his 4th year in the league. He's about to be a free agent. How hard do you think it's going to goes on Monday Night Football? 49ers 31, Ravens 13. Tony, I really wish you wouldn't bring up this. I want Chase Young to resign, but you're right. He's going to get paid a lot of money from somebody that we can't afford. Or maybe we can come close and Chase say, you all come within 3, 4, 5 million. I'll stay, no problem. Because I'm going to make money here on playoffs, and everybody loves Chase Young. I'll be doing commercials and everything else. But yeah, last scheduled primetime game. Tony, good to hear from you, but no bad news. No. I like your score, though. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Ronbo.
Josh, come on in, man. We're doing the Friday night thing, We're making predictions for this game that's coming up on Monday night. And most of us like our chances. We wish you a Merry Christmas. I got to come up with something to rhyme with that, to beating with the Ravens. But anyway, how do you think, Josh? I mean, we're as I've been bringing up, the format has been the 49ers have been cruising through other teams, but when it comes to big-time teams, the 49ers muscle up. So could the Ravens be another team that falls victim to a brutal beating from a team that doesn't like teams that come in boasting records of best anything? What do you think?
Well, I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit of a repeat last week with our defensive line. Eric Armstead, he's not going to be in. He is very key and crucial to running, to stopping the run. And the Gravedigger, he's not going to be full. He's not going to be fully healthy. He's not going to be 100%.
Timber hamstrings.
Yeah. So I think we're going to see what happened last week. If you really look at it and think about it, Kyler Murray is Lamar's little brother. They play the same way. I mean, they really do. The only difference is that Kyler Murray's 5'6".
Well, you know what?
You know,
though?
so
Kyler's he's a little better passer than Lamar. Lamar's not terrible.
a little
but
bit.
Kyler's a lot better.
Yeah, and you know, Lamar can play that backyard football a lot better than Kyler. So, you know, I'm not too worried. I know that it's going to be a repeat of last week. You know, our defensive line is not 100%. So I have my score based off of what I've been looking at the score from the Niners and the Ravens. I think it's going to be 31-28.
Oh, God,
Niners.
it's Jake Moody time. Oh, God, I don't want Jake Moody in a position where we got to decide who's going to win the game. Jake.
I don't think it's going to be Jake Moody time, but I think that's what the score is going to be. I think our D gets
so they're gonna
one
be coming
key
from
stop.
behind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm ready for this game. I wish it was already here. You know, shout out to Nick Wright, Nick Wright's brother, Big Show.
A Show. Every time we do these, I forget about you. Get in here, Show. We want to hear from you.
He's been gone. He's been gone for like what 8-10 weeks now.
Well, hey, when's the last time we lost? At least 6 weeks. Yeah. I gotta DM him. I know where to find him. I'll get him.
No, I don't think we're going to be playing Armstead for the rest of the season. I think they're going to save him until we hit the playoffs. That's what it's looking like.
Especially if we need a healthy Eric Armstead. But you know what? We also need to stay off of the road and maintain that home field advantage. Because,
absolutely. And, you know, and that's what sucks about this game. You know, I mean, if we lose, we lose. You know, it sucks if we do lose because it's Christmas. But this is a must-win game for us if we want to secure, you know, the number 1 seed. If not, we've got next week and the week after that. But I don't want to wait until the last week of the season to secure it.
Yeah, I want to send Sam out there and company and play the Rams and humiliate them a lot like they did to us a few years ago when they refused to play anybody for risk of injury because they were going to the playoffs and we were not going nowhere but to home. So, you know, I would love to do that to the Rams. And then send Sam in, and Sam Darnold's not a slouch. People think he's terrible, but I don't. I think he has every capability to go in there and beat the Rams, and that's what I want.
Yeah, no, he just hasn't had the time. He hasn't had the time with the starters. That's what it is.
But he has with second string, and that's why if I send Ronnie Bell and company in there and Jordan Mason, that's a formidable group. Tight ends, we got a couple of tight ends that'll be okay, you know. So I want to see that. Running backs.
Yeah. Are you going to be on Sunday, Ronbo?
Oh yeah. That's
okay,
Christmas
cool.
Day. If the Cowboys lose, we're going to be it's going to party hats. I mean, you know, blowout. I mean, whistles. Everything's going to be going on. I'm going to be laughing because I know the Cowboys are going to be so hurt. Jerry Jones is going to be crying up in that booth. Micah's going to be doing his podcast. You know, y'all just sit up and wait for the Cowboys to lose so you can say bad things about us. I don't really appreciate that attitude. I don't know what is the problem with the NFL today. Look, Micah, you can't lose. You're America's team. You get a lot of publicity. You get a lot of things because of the fact that is. You got to accept that criticism. Shut up. Oh, God, yes. God. Clowning the boys. The Eagles play who? The Eagles are probably going to win.
I don't know. The Eagles are frauds, and Dallas is frauds. You know, hey, Rama, I told you a couple of weeks ago, I said, you know, the Cowboys and the Eagles, they always split. They always go 1-1 against each other.
No matter what.
You know, no matter what. You know, and then look at these delusional Seahawks fans, you know, coming in here and delusional LA Ram fans, you know, the Lambs.
Hey,
you know, they think they're just like, oh, they're so great, and like, oh my God.
Josh, we got to thank the Hawks though, because that pass at the end of the game that put the Eagles in hell. I mean, that just ruined the Eagles 3 in a row, and it was who? Andrew Luck and who? Oh my God! How many times left? How many seconds left on the clock? None. Get out of here, Eagles! Go get on the bus and take your beaten butts home. Oh.
Hey, Debo called it though. Debo said that he was trash.
I know that. Bradbury. we gotta go, Josh. Hey, happy holiday. I'll be back Sunday looking for you if you got time.
All right. Hey, Merry Christmas, Ronbo. Can I get a Niner shout out?
Yes, Niners! Josh! I'll see you Sunday, fam. Oh, Bethel, oh, little child of Bethlehem. Oh, no, it's Bethel. Bethel.
Yeah.
Bethel, we're having fun. You know, we're the 49ers. We have a lot to laugh about this year. And Bethel, we should laugh.
Yeah.
There's been some years that weren't funny. So, therefore, this year is fun. And last year was fun, too, until we got to the Eagles game and they broke our quarterback's arm. We've been riding high for 2 years. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Bethel,
Yeah.
your feelings on the game is coming up against the Ravens. Are you scared?
I think it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be because they over here talking that they're the best team in the NFL, that because they're underdogs, that they're getting disrespected. I'm all like, how are you getting disrespected? You're not in your house.
Yeah.
You're in your house, okay. That's one thing, but you're not in your house. You're in our house.
And you're flying all the way to the West Coast?
You know?
Yeah. They're pissed
Yeah.
off. I heard about that. They're getting disrespected. 5 points.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have said the 49ers are favored by 3, maybe that wouldn't have been so disrespectful. But last time we were favored by 5, we ran the team off the field. I mean, they left without taking a shower and got on the bus, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, and one of the guys said that they don't respect none of the Niners. I'm all like, I hope the Niners heard that, so they could be out in the field. Okay, oh, you don't respect us? Okay, well, I'll make you respect us.
I hope it was Fred. I hope it was Fred Warner they were talking to, because you know how Fred is. Fred will find that dude. How you feel about me now?
He's actually, I think he's in the defense side. Actually,
the guy
that was talking.
Playing defense, yeah. No, he
Oh yeah,
he can do that. But this team the 49ers are frightening. I mean, I've never felt so strongly about a team in the last 10 years. I mean, even back to Harbaugh's years, I felt like they had a chance to win. I was hoping they'd win. But with this team, my God, there's no weaknesses on this team. Now the secondary's getting better.
Yeah.
There's no weakness. Man.
Yeah, and then plus, one thing that people should realize too is that Brock looks up for his players, because if you see, Sam Darnold came in, started throwing those high balls and throwing people in harm, and
Tom Brady says, be responsible for your receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember right, Debo, he threw a ball to Debo, and he threw it a certain way so Debo won't get hit. And you can see it actually in the film that Debo's all like, hey, what are you doing? And then he seen the guy. He goes, oh, okay. Now I know why he did that. Because if he would have caught it, that one guy would have hit him, and he would have killed him.
Brady is really, he's always done that too. Tom said, he'd set his player up. He'd throw the ball just out of harm's reach for the receiver. Brady was good for that. I'm glad he's really a big proponent of that. He's always talking about that. How the quarterback is responsible.
And Sam Darnold's been here more in the league, and he's not protecting his guys. And look at Brock Purdy. He's actually been less in the league. That's why. And that's why everybody was so happy to see him back in the game, because it probably would have been a different game. We probably would not even scored maybe if it wasn't for
to be fair, I think Sam, it is his fault. He's got to be ready to go. Sometimes some guys will come in the game off the bench like that. I don't think they're quite ready to go. They're just, whoa, I'm ready. Let's go. Are you warmed up? Yeah, no, I'm okay. No, you're not. You should have been over there throwing a little bit. But I guess you're not supposed to do that either. So, but I think Darnold's better than what we've seen in that game. That we only got a little taste of what he can do, but that rollout was crisp. It was just a bad pass.
Yeah, but the thing is that he's playing against not a good team. So
The Raven, I mean the Cardinals. I know.
yes, so he should be better than that.
Yeah.
Because I have seen backup quarterbacks come in and actually do pretty good, and then the starter comes in and cleans up the mess, and now you're actually happy about having a good backup quarterback because they're not going to change the momentum of the game.
Yeah, you got to drop.
You
pass
feel
too.
actually good.
Yeah, the ball's coming off the hand a little different. For the receivers have to adjust. It's always a big adjustment between the receivers and the quarterback because now our guys are used to Brock and they know what kind of ball to expect, how it feels and everything like that. So for Sam to come in there's probably a little more velocity on his throws than Brock. Not necessarily longer, stronger, but I mean a little more velocity. So all of a sudden that ball's a little more of a hot potato. It's because of his touch.
Yeah.
But Sam will be okay if we need him.
And then plus, one thing that I noticed is that because I don't know how many times I have seen people, go to the left and nobody go with them, and they'll be open, and our guy wouldn't, throw the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all like, why are you guys not looking in your check down because he's wide open?
Yeah.
How many times have Kittle done that and he's wide open?
Yeah.
Even McCaffrey. And I think Kyle's seen that sometimes some of the teams, they instead of going chasing the person that's in the back, going one side, they leave that guy alone and they go and do something else.
Well, but Bethel, for the quarterback, Kyle really wants you to do the first read. So, but one thing good about Brock, he doesn't always just do the first read. So a lot of times he does catch that guy that you're talking about that's over there free, like he caught Debo, and I think he caught McCaffrey flat-footed last week. What our guys got to do is stay alert because Debo told you, hey, I saw him going, and all of a sudden I saw him getting ready. I had to get on my horse. Debo had to speed it up, and Brock Purdy making the catch and falling down. CMC, he was surprised too. CMC, get up! And he did. He ran in the end zone. You guys, stay ready, guys. He will find you.
Yeah, and then and I think actually Debo needs 41 yards to hit that 1,000 mark.
He'll get it.
George Kittle needs 133 to hit the 1,000 mark.
3 games, maybe.
And CMC needs 200 yards.
See, a man of all skills. Beth, we're going to run out of time. Let me get your score though before we go. What do you got?
I always get the dub.
Oh, that's right. You go score. I mean WL.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to see nothing crazy like always. And hopefully our team steps up and they get this done.
You got to. They will. There's no worry about 49ers being motivated for this game. We'll find out. All right, Bethel.
Yeah.
Happy holiday.
All right,
I'll be back Friday, Christmas Eve.
Happy holidays to everybody, and let's go Niners.
Indeed. All right, Bethel.
All right, good night, Ronbo.
Thanks, man. Tony.
Ronbo, good evening, or good morning, shall I say. How are you?
It's a good evening. And it is getting late, isn't it? Tony, it's another Sunday of fine football. And again, and most of us, and we're probably wrong for doing so, Micah doesn't appreciate it, but knowing that the Cowboys are playing the Dolphins, I have this tickling sensation. It starts at my navel and goes all the way up to my ears. No, I love the way they cry when they're losing. Michael speaks for the entire team. I just know it, and Jerry Jones as well.
You know I love it.
Yeah.
that Buffalo game was a great comedy show when Dalvin Cook's brother was just taking it to him. Ronbo, Raheem Mostert's about to have a field day.
He got a 200-yard game when he played with us. If he breaks that record, I'm gonna lose my mind laughing. I'm gonna say, Mika, are you gonna do your show? Somebody need to get Micah. You gonna do your show today? You can do it tomorrow. Micah.
And Ronbo, to answer your question,
yes.
You were talking to a colleague. You said, when was the last time the Niners had a tie? Jim Harbaugh was the coach. It was 2012, Week 9. Y'all were at home. Y'all tied those same old sorry-ass Rams 24-24.
Oh, yes. Yes. You know,
the year y'all went to the Super Bowl.
You know, and the Rams, no, they didn't get Gurley. Gurley came in another year or two later. Who was on their team? You know, though, see, this is the thing with the Rams. That's why when Rudy's always talking about, I've been able to predict you guys for 30 years. Now, here's the thing. Had the Rams been beating the 49ers over the last 30 years, I could see making a dumb statement like that. And if you've been dominating over the 49ers for the last 30 years, I could see making a stupid statement like that. But sitting around saying that just to be saying it as if that meant something is hilarious. You know? What have they been doing for the last 30 years?
Me and Chrissy been mixing it up all night, and now me and Rudy, Ronbo, they all pumped up full of pride after that New Orleans game. I'm like, y'all still ain't going to do nothing. And if y'all do get in, y'all going to lose the first game. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
Why embarrass yourself, right? Hey, that's why that year that the COVID year that the 49ers didn't get into the playoffs, I was delighted. I didn't really appreciate losing, but I said, man, I don't want to. No, let's go playoffs and get taken out in the first round. That's just a waste of time, and somebody could get seriously hurt and be not ready for the season. So you know what? I was delighted. So it's embarrassing to go in there. Hey, we made the playoffs. What are you excited about that for? We've been there and done that. I don't want to go into the playoffs just to get my butt beat and come out in the first round and say, well, we made the playoffs. You didn't even, come on, man. No. Whoever's in the first
the Rams
round.
are done with their home games. They are at the Giants, and when they play next Sunday, at the Giants and at San Francisco. Lost and lost. They're going to finish 8-9.
If DeVito beats the Rams, that'll be great.
And to answer your other question, Ronbo, there's 3 games on Christmas, right?
Right.
You guys are the nightcap. Las Vegas at Kansas City, the early game.
Yeah.
Then the game you was asking about, the Giants are at Philly, the middle game.
Phillies, Tony, you know how the morale, are the Phillies going to win any more games this season?
They will, but it's probably ugly.
Eagles.
Yeah, it'll be ugly, though. I look for the Giants. The Giants play them this week and then the last game of the season. I look for the Giants to win one of those 2 games.
Yeah.
Because they play tough, man.
They do.
That defense, they do.
And if Saquon's going to play, here's another question, Todd. I love run past you. If you're the Giants, when Danny comes back, what are you going to do? Has DeVito been playing better football than Danny? I just look, I'm saying, you know what? Generally speaking, DeVito, he makes that team more aggressive. They seem more into the offense.
Yeah, that's true. And he can run, too, on those read option plays and things like that. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know.
You can't trade Danny. Nobody's going to take that salary.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuck with that. So, but I know with us, Ronbo, I hope we go after Kirk Cousins. Sign him to a 2-year deal. Yeah. And I hope we trade up and draft a quarterback this year.
Good. Hey, that would be a good move. Because you got some surplus cash in the house in Atlanta. Yeah. You know what? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying because Cousins doesn't get paid like some of these $40 million men. Cousins is in the $30 million range, isn't he? 30-something.
That's why I was hoping if we can get him for $30 million. A 2-year, $60 million deal. That kind of helps us. You can go ahead and pay AJ Terrell, and who else is due? AJ Terrell. There's not too many people do. Re-sign Calais Campbell, and then just have a good draft. Trade up because we got 2 second-round picks because the Calvin Ridley deal. I want to trade up and get one of these quarterbacks and let that quarterback
which one do you
2
like?
years.
Which one do you like?
I like the Knicks guy out of Oregon. I like him. I don't want Caleb Williams. I don't
see Caleb. You're right, because Caleb could be one of them dudes. Here's the thing, and Papa Dragon made a good point. I actually saw this coming too. The league is going to change its perspective when they're talking about drafting in the first round because of Brock Purdy. There are good quarterbacks to be had that aren't necessarily in the first round, as has been proven. Now, I know the odds are that if you continue picking the first round for a quarterback, maybe 1 out of 4 or 5, but there's only 32 picks in the draft in the first round, right? So I'm thinking in order to be able to salvage money and be able to put primetime players around a decent to good quarterback that can run a system, even if they're going to use that term, at some point that could be what you do. Because having to pay the quarterback $50 million and, now I can't afford anything else is not,
exactly.
That's not going to help any. And even first-round picks now get paid. How much a first-round pick get now? Quarterback, between round 1 and 5?
I really don't know.
It's success of 10 mil,
know.
I think.
Yeah, something like that. But the way you guys, I like the way you guys do things, man. And you stretch and you balance your budget, your salary cap. And NFL teams don't do it the way the Rams do it. If you do, you're going to be having a fire sale like they did last year.
Because that's what I'm saying. Rudy's getting all excited about his running back. And he thinks he's got a prime-time defense.
Actually, he's pretty good. The kid out of Notre Dame, the fourth-round pick.
Kyron's good, but I'm saying running backs have a tendency to get hurt. So, if you're going to put all your money in that corner, it could be scary. So, if you don't, and your quarterback's got 2 years, Max Stafford's got 2 years left in the league, I think, on that team at the most. So, your window's not real huge. So, and he gets paid how much? How much Stafford get paid? 40 plus, right?
Yeah. And they praising him. This is the best coaching job McVay's done. Y'all need to be out there.
No, it is. And you know why? Because they stopped putting Stafford's not putting the ball up on every throw anymore. Now they're running the ball and playing Kyle-style football.
With that running back.
Tony, let me get your score, your game in mind, and let's get ready to have fun on Sunday.
Yes, sir. In your game, a lot of people are calling this could be a preview of Super Bowl 58. I don't see that because Baltimore's not going to make Super Bowl 58.
But
I got you guys winning, I say, 35-27. I have you guys winning.
All right.
And then I hope because Jonathan Taylor, my favorite back, is back. We play Indianapolis in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Taylor Heineke is starting. I got us winning 27-1.
27-21. Hey, Tony, who are you playing?
Indy. Indy's coming to Atlanta.
I'm so beat Indy. You know what? I get tired of Indy every year. Minshew is out. I said, how does Gardner keep? He did it again. How did he do that? And now he's got a boogie. What is he doing? Oh God! Somebody make him stop. So you got to Minshew. You got to get him. Get him, Tony. Got to get him.
And Ronbo, you wanted to know about, you were talking to another caller earlier real quick. The score, he was talking about Baltimore. Baltimore lost to Pittsburgh week number 5, 17-10 at Pittsburgh. Baltimore was a 4-point favorite.
See.
And then week 3 in Baltimore, Indy beat Baltimore 22-19. Those were the 2 worst games. 22-19.
See?
In Baltimore. Yep.
Well, I tell you what, 49ers got to win this game no matter what, though, because I want to be able to cruise right into that Rams game, put my second string on them. Hey,
put Stafford on his butt. Put Stafford on his butt.
Exactly, but I do not want them getting in the playoffs. If that game is pivotal for them, if they win it and they get to playoffs, no. Denied. Rams.
They're not getting in. They're not
own
you. Y'all gonna beat. I think the Giants gonna beat them next Sunday. The Giants gonna beat them in New York.
Tony,
Rams have no more home games.
Good, Tony. I'll look for you Sunday. All right.
Yep, and I can't wait to see Miami dust Dallas on Sunday. And you know Dallas got that long winning streak at home.
Yeah.
That's about to come to an end next Sunday because Detroit gonna beat them.
Oh, 2 back-to-back games, a fun time for Dallas.
Yes, sir. Fun time for us.
Yes, indeed.
And Ronbo, happy holidays to you and your family.
Thanks,
and I
Tony.
will see you Sunday, sir.
And to you and yours, happy holiday. And can't wait till Sunday. See you then, fam.
Yes, sir.
Night, Tony.
Take care.
And Mr. Block Ice also has this to say, and happy end of the year. It's ooh la la for 2023. Ooh, look out, Baltimore. We're going to also give you an East Coast freeze. See, Ravens think they're coming out to California to get warmed up. It's not going to happen. That shall still be cold. I don't mind running smack. I tell you what, no matter what I do, we're going to the playoffs because the Cowboys and the Eagles. I got to find a way to make a joke about that. But man, fam, thanks for the contribution tonight, fam. Always appreciated. And please, subscribe so you get notifications when we're doing this thing. And you can come on in and join us. Phone number never changes. The PIN number does, so you got to come in for that. And I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday so we watch and see how the games of the day impact the 49ers. Have a great night, fam. And don't forget to like. Thanks. Night.